There is just no pleasing the gladiator. What's up, Stain? How you doing? There's just no please. What's up, Redneck? What's up, Quiet Light? What's up, Friendly? There's no pleasing the gladiator. I betrayed you. Okay. What's up, Tech? Let's hash this out. How did I betray you? I wanted to stream all day. It didn't happen. I got busy doing other stuff. Shit happens. God. Golly bum. It happens. Been home since 4 o'clock. I got some work to finish, but I almost feel like I heading to bed as I have a bit of a headache. Well, fine. Yeesh. I don't love you anymore. Okay. Anyone else have audio desync? Ooh, I am audio desynced. Okay. Well. How's that? Is that better? How's it going, by the way? It was a long trip for me, lol. Got some beat pics. Want to see them on Discord? Sure. It's fine. Okay. Well, shit's a brick. Alright, we're going to do a giveaway tonight too. I haven't bought the giveaway, so I'll have to give it tomorrow. But that's no big deal. We've done that before. $200 tokens per entry. I'll give away one free entry. Maybe we'll make this one 50 tokens per entry. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many tokens you guys got towards the end of it. Come on here, typing. How rude.
You betrayed me. You promised an all-day stream.
Dude, shit happens.
Always happens, man. Always.
Well, you know.
I always have to not get to hang out with you.
What are you doing now?
Hanging out with you.
Then shut up.
But it's not enough.
You're becoming obsessive compulsive, dude. Which is kind of creepy. It's like, grow up, dude. Little shit happens. Right? Tech a little bitch. What's up, goat?
Wow. Wow. Alright, unfollowing, unsubbing, unmodding myself, uneverything myself.
Because I'm reading chat?
Just go away. No, because of chat. No, I'm gonna do it because chat's being mean to me, so I'm gonna go away and never come back. Because they're being mean.
Oh, your feelings really hurt, huh?
My feelings are so hurt.
You're so full of poo. It's going great, brother. Yes, I see the pictures in Discord. It's a beach.
Yeah, it's a beach. Yeah,
It's
it
the
was
ocean
like multiple pictures of the same place
with no people.
with no people. Yeah. It's just some different waves and stuff, and kind of spamming the Discord here.
Oh, I told him to post in there.
What? What? I lost 100 tokens.
Tech unviewed. Did you stream this week, Tech?
No.
Oh.
I don't remember the last time I streamed. I'm too into this game. I can't stream it. I wouldn't be paying attention to chat or nothing. It's like too engrossing. Too engaging.
It's all your fault. Told you we should have left the Prussian behind when he got shot. Prussian's a girl. There was pictures. That was Vero Beach, where my cousin's aunt and uncle live. Not on the beach, obviously.
So Assassin's Creed 1, it's been so long since
Assassin's
I played
Creed
it,
logo, right?
and it's like really different than what I remember and what the current Assassin's Creed games are like.
Yes. Actually, Assassin's Creed 1 is hugely different from Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 1 is very bare bones.
Yeah, it is very bare bones. I discovered that. It's not bad, but like it's gonna be like repetitive.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And stuff. So I don't. What I'm gonna.
Well,
do
the
is
assassinations are different. The assassinations are different, but
everything else is kind of repetitive.
but the way you get to each assassination is different. Yes, or is the same, I should say.
It is repetitive, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like play through the main. Now, the story's interesting. It's because I'm curious as to what's going on and everything. And
we want to come around here, coming about. We're going to try to take out that fort before we get too far into tonight.
I'll tell you what, though, it's not as hard to play as some other games to try to go back to from that time period.
Oh, well, graphically, I think it holds up okay. It's just some of the other stuff that's wrong with it.
Obviously not the best graphics, but I remember when I first played it on PS3 when it was a new game, thinking like, "Oh wow, this is so cool," you know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I had rented it, I didn't buy it, so that's why I never finished it.
So you bought the Assassin's Creed like collection or something?
Well, I bought a bundle, and then I bought the other ones because they were like really low price. So basically now I have all the Assassin's Creed except for Origins and Odyssey, although I'm getting to play Odyssey through the Project stream.
Right. Origins is really good.
How does this challenge thing work?
I have no idea. I've never done the challenge thing. I've seen other people do it, but that is what it is. What's up, Dolphins? Like I said, I don't have the code tonight, but I'll get the code out to you guys. Whoever wins, I'll get the code out to them tomorrow. I don't know how much we're going to do this giveaway for. We'll see where everybody's tokens at. Right now, it looks like maybe 50 tokens or 100 tokens. We'll see.
So I got 100 tokens. How many does that take away tokens? Like, do I get those tokens from Quiet Like a Fire?
Well, I don't know.
Check your tokens, Quiet Like a Fire, and see if you lost any tokens. Is Quiet Like a Fire a new viewer or somebody that's changed their name?
No, it's somebody new that's followed within the last week.
Oh, okay.
One time in high school, this kid in our art class got so pissed he got his phone taken by the teacher So the kid threatened the teacher and kicked stool into a computer. All right, cool.
Cool. Well, welcome.
If sub, do I get
Stando
tokens?
stream.
If you use your free Prime sub, you will get. You should get 1,000 tokens. Yes. But since we reset the tokens, you probably won't need that much. We're probably going to. I'll definitely give away enough tokens to do one entry, and then depending on how much tokens everybody is, that's what we're going to base the giveaway off of. I think half of whoever's in number 10 is what we'll do the giveaway at. When is the giveaway going to be open? I just started stream, so it'll be a while. I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be a while. But that's also how you earn tokens, so. I'm looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. Me either. For a truck soon.
Who does look forward to going back to work?
I'm looking forward to that paycheck. I'm looking forward to that paycheck. Yeah. I think we're aiming at a 4 or 5 hour stream tonight. We'll see.
Wait, you're not going to stream till midnight tonight before you have to go to work, are you?
Depends on how I feel around 11 o'clock.
Although you used to do that when you worked at KFC with the giveaways on Saturday nights.
And I can't remember if my kids got to go to school tomorrow. They don't have to go to school tomorrow. I get to sleep in a little bit because I don't have to be at work till 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Roll the dogs out! Fire! Look, Captain! That's where the most tender! Give the orders, sir! Fire!
So I don't think you should hold off, like, playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey after Red Dead. It may be a long game, but it's probably good still.
We'll see where I'm at when I get done with Red Dead. I am more anxious to play Red Dead than I am.
Well, I know, yeah. So that's why I said go ahead and play that first.
I guess I should not hit that rock.
But you definitely want to play this.
As much save as you can! Ready to fire! Look up! That's where the fire! Fire! Captain lands the mine there, she's fire! Give me some speed!
I have not played, or neither do I have Origins quite like fire, but I've heard really good things about it.
About what?
So they kind of really did Origins. I've heard really good things about Origins.
I like Origins.
So it kind of is like really
Gameplay wise, it was really awesome. The story was kind of average, but the game, the overall experience was good.
But I can't really compare them because I don't. But I really like it. Honestly, it's really good. Fans play Origins, which I haven't played, and I'm playing Odyssey now, which I haven't played yet. So it's you probably want.
Thank you for the 100 biddies. There, Gold Knight. Whoa!
Oh no!
Thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 biddies there, Sins. You guys are crazy. Wait, is that a man of war? No, it's just a brig.
It's the man of peace.
Hey, it's a friendly. It's my buddy. What's up, man?
Waiting for a blizzard to start.
Waiting for what to start?
A blizzard.
500 pennies? You can look at it that way, or you can look at it as $5. Bits like add up. Matter of fact, bits make up probably 70% of our income on the channel. So it may seem dismal, but they add up. So thank you all for your biddies. Yeah, you didn't know that, Ted? Like,
Do what?
did you say really?
Oh yeah, that they made 70% of your income off of Twitch.
Well, yeah, because you get 100% of the bits. You only get 50% of your subs.
Right.
And since I don't run ads like I'm supposed to, I don't hardly get any ad revenue. And
Oh, do affiliates get ad revenue?
oh yeah, if you do the ad roll,
I thought the ads all went to
they gave me an ad roll thing so that I can make more money off of ad rev. Yeah, I've not used it. Wow! And then you can look at $21, $2, $3, $4, $5 right there. Thank you, Sins. Thank you for all the biddies, man. That's awesome.
so you can actually
Do what?
That's cool. I thought only partners could do that. So that's cool. You don't have your quality options yet though.
But so yeah, there's that.
So you should run more ads. We'll watch ads for you.
Let out some sail! Hold on and clue up!
I'm watching ads for you right now to try to get you a few bits.
Don't see. I'm not one to like. You're already watching ads to get bits. I'm not gonna like overwhelm you guys with ads. That's just silly. And then there's an Amazon link below the channel usually.
Well, don't overwhelm. I mean, just like here and there. Maybe run an ad when you go take a break.
But there's ads for everything.
Go run an ad when you go take a break.
I could do that, but I don't want to annoy you guys with it. Some people really don't like ads. They'd rather look at the Be Right Back screen.
Well, then that's why you got the ad block. Those who don't like the ads, put up the ad block.
I mean, I'm not gonna push my luck with my view. They've been uberly supportive.
Well, maybe do it like a.
I mean, every time there's a sub discount or a Twitch discount, like the gifted subs for $1, Sins took a whole big huge advantage of that.
I'll just do a poll and see what I think everybody thinks. If they would mind if you, when you go take a break, to run an ad. Maybe do it as an experiment and see like if it's even worth doing, you know what I mean? Because like, depending on how much you make from it, it may not even be worth doing, you know what I mean?
Hey, it's probably not worth doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy with the current level of support and stuff that everybody, you know. Bits are good, subs are good, Patreon is good. It's really all you need.
So, here's my Windows.
Plus, if I roll ads, some people are gonna be like, "Well, why do I why get bits if you're just gonna run more ads? Or why am I subbed if
ad block does work?
ad block works
for me. Yeah, because I have to turn it off to be able to see the ads.
Yeah, ad block works. I don't see any ads through my web browser.
Yeah, now I see them on my, like, if I'm on my mobile device on the app, but I don't see them on.
Ad block works. You would think it would work, but like even on Pandora, ad block works on Pandora, it works on YouTube, everything. You'd think it wouldn't because of all the integration and stuff, but it does. I don't know how it works, but it works.
And I still get those stupid things from some websites like, you can't view our content unless you disable your ad block. It's like, screw you, I don't care about your content.
All right.
But then again, on the other hand, I understand. It's like, you know, they got to make their money somehow to keep operating, so I can't be too mad, I guess, but...
Well, you can be pissed and furious. So what you doing, Finley? What are you playing?
I was playing some Odyssey.
There you go. That's what Tech is playing too. I'll eventually get to it.
Maybe next year.
Yep, maybe.
I'm just hoping I can like finish at least the story before I get cut off from...
Still can't get free bits since it always says I have ad blocker on when I clearly uninstall it.
You clearly uninstalled it? Are you sure you clearly uninstalled
Loose straight sail!
Does it look like
Every night, slap a duck on the wind!
Why did you uninstall it, first of all? Second of all, you know you can pause it and it work, right?
Yeah. That's what I do is I pause it so I can watch the ads for the bits.
Firmly grasp it in your hands. There's 15 biddies.
Firmly grabs it in your hand.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for something. Waiting for something.
Yes, Tech. I removed the extension completely. I play the ad, and when it comes on the screen to give me the free bits, it doesn't allow me to.
Okay, now, here's the thing. Now, you know in your Chrome browser, there's 3 dots up there at the corner. And then you go and you look for the ad blocker.
He's really going to
see if it's in there.
He's really going to explain this.
And then see if it's paused on all sites or if it's even there at all. And then go to manage extensions and see if it even shows up in your extensions.
I subbed right back into that storm.
Do a screen share of ad blocker on your Chrome stand. Like show where it's at.
Do it.
Show how to tell if it's there or not.
Row, boys, row. I don't want him to row. That's what we got cells
I
for.
need to get back to my game. I have mercenaries after me, bounty hunters.
Well, the shanties in this game.
Tech, I completely froze that game earlier today.
You completely what?
I froze it.
You froze your game?
Yeah, I desynchronized and it wouldn't let me do anything.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Did you exit and restart it?
Yeah, I had to. I had to completely close it.
And then it worked after that?
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
There is this really
Captain
fun.
Kenway. Should we use your ship for this next scheme or mine?
I'd first hear the details before deciding.
Oh, it's a small gambit. This fount of information has just told me that a nearby galleon contains the treasure I seek. For his sake, I hope he's right.
You've thought this plan through?
Indeed. Using this man will acquire a Portuguese flag, which will get us as close to our target as possible. It's a very simple idea, if you follow my orders to the letter.
The jackdaw, then.
Excellent.
I guess they're coming aboard.
We're underway, Roberts. So what's your plan?
The flagship of this fleet is transporting a valuable treasure in a large chest. Crystal phials filled with blood. You may remember.
We're chasing
Too
drams
many
of blood.
S's.
Is that all?
I know.
I asked you to follow my instructions to the letter, Captain, but I did not give you leave to question why. I want those blood vials intact, and if that does not happen, we part as enemies. Do you understand?
I'll try to, aye.
Alright. I see a lot of ships.
You're not scared of a lot of ships, are you?
Well,
I would be. It means trouble. Whenever I run into a lot of ships and they're all together and I try to take some of them out, usually it does not end up good.
There's the thing for us, Captain. You see that ship here? We'll need its flag for this ruse to work.
If I can steal that flag without disturbing so much as a flea, I'll do it.
By all means, try. Come-se a falar, Capitão.
Oh, saudações, cavalheiros! E que Deus abençoe ao rei Dom João.
Que Deus o guarde e proteja. Como se encontra nesta noite tão formosa?
Muito bem, obrigado. Só um pequeno passeio por entre a rota, para ver se estão todos em boa forma. Está tudo em ordem por este lado?
Sim, senhor. Tudo em ordem, senhor. Estamos apenas à espera que o nosso navio almirante seja reabastecido antes de zarparmos. E julgo que um dos nossos navios mercantes da nossa frota necessita de um novo mastro. Há homens em terra neste momento em busca de uma árvore que sirva de tal propósito. Compõem a maior parte da nossa frota, senhor. Dos nossos 42 navios, diria que mais de 2/3 são embarcações mercantis.
get your ass up there.
Sim, senhor, exatamente. Daí as nossas precauções.
Volta aqui, otário!
Yeah, there's nobody aboard the ship anymore. What are you talking about? I'm completely hidden. Assassin's Creed Rebellion on mobile. I don't play very many mobile games. When I do, they're usually something simple like guess the word or fucking what's the difference between this picture and that picture and shit like that. Because I think controls and UIs for mobile games, even if they're garbage, I hate them.
Ele de momento está a dormir. Vai lamentar não ter tido a oportunidade para falar consigo.
Wow!
Shot I just posted in Discord. Stan.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not playing a game or anything right now. You'll have to wait a minute.
No, you're not playing the game.
Hate mobile games usually. It's like Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter was cool, actually. I like Fallout
Should
Shelter.
hire me. I keep advertising in mobile games. Hell yeah.
But I do wish there was more, like, meatier mobile
You got
games.
the flag.
You know, with more
We're flying
substance
it
and
now.
stuff. Well, I'm hoping that Elder Scrolls Blades might be, decent mobile game. It'd be cool to have something like that to play.
I'll
you
keep
got
my
your
distance.
iPad and your iPhone
Slow and steady.
Aye.
Ooh, that's
The flag
nice.
we stole won't protect us from eyes that pry
I
too.
love being able to take pictures in this game.
Por favor, senhor. Imploro que considere aquilo que está prestes a
So you
fazer.
can, like, frame
Now
them
it
and
was even.
everything, like,
What's he whinging about?
Yeah.
He's not whinging.
change the
He's just
angles, the
static.
zooms, the filters. It's really cool. Really cool feature.
Until today, just now mentioned it. I could care less.
Catch the wind.
It's free. So that's always cool. Unless it's like not it's free, but
Yeah,
only
Fortnite was free too, and I didn't like it.
yeah, but this is not Fortnite. This is Elder Scrolls,
Come off the wind with something.
and it's not just online play. It's got
Up ahead! They're unloading something from that ship.
Could that be our prize? Perhaps you should go ashore, Captain Kenway. Find that chest. It contains the prize I seek.
Fortnite scrolls.
Alright, we gotta get whatever's in that chest.
Admor, podemos falar com o capitão do navio.
Anyways, when you get a chance, Stan, or to pause the game or something, take a look at the screen.
I looked at that
Como isto
already.
acontecer?
The ones me and Friendly posted.
I looked at the one.
My Friendly posted one too.
You don't have to look at it, Stando. You're busy.
Certo, senhor. Nós transmitimos
Yeah,
a mensagem.
it's a pretty game. No denying that.
And it's fun and it's got a good story too.
And you know what else is good and has a good story tech?
But-
4.
Oh, I bet it does. And I haven't, I haven't. I will play it because I'm playing through all the Assassin's Creed games and I started from the first one. Which I never finished the first one. I had started it way back when it was new because I rented it, but then I didn't buy it and didn't finish it. And I remember it was so much cooler when it was new. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, it's definitely. You can tell it's the beginning.
What's the beginning?
O nosso almirante.
The Assassin's
Para
Creed.
mim, era uma traição.
Sim, ouvi dizer que se chamava Torres. Tempos
You can
estranhos
tell it's
estes,
the
bem.
beginning of the series. Like, that's the beginning of the game franchise. Togar!
Hey, what's up, Togar?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, sir.
I'm good. Playing some AC Odyssey.
Why?
Good game and it's fun. And because why not?
Also known as.
Also known as what?
We were picking around with Togar earlier. And it was new Civ 6.
The new
Civ 6.
Oh,
Civ 6 expansion.
Yeah.
the Odyssey is the Civ 6 expansion.
Yeah.
It takes like a minute to get down this zip line.
Tech Gladiator is currently playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's his first Assassin's Creed game, really.
Not really.
If he beats it, it is.
The chest they hold.
No, the first Assassin's Creed game that I bought.
Where's our Portuguese captain?
You didn't beat it. You played a quarter of Unity.
Sleeping soundly at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
How many men must
You played a quarter of Unity. Don't let him lie to you.
As many as drift into
But I
our path.
bought. That was the first one I bought. But the first one I played was the original, which I didn't finish.
Shocker.
But as long as this one is, and the
Hey,
time frame I have to play it,
Tech doesn't finish a whole lot of games.
Tech.
you should look at my Steam library and see how many games I've never even started.
Jesus Christ.
Let alone
Isn't that
finish.
something to be proud of?
No, I'm just saying.
Of course my ship was detected. I didn't know that was a dead end. I couldn't get turned around.
Why can't I be proud of something, Togar?
You think there's something to be proud of? Yeah, I just blow my money because I am so freaking ready.
Fuck, did you not finish Assassin's Creed 1?
I'm not rich.
Stop playing and go back.
I have it now, and I am playing. I've got the whole series except for Origins.
Let's buy a whole bunch of
And
games.
I started playing.
Play them until I get my new PC in a few months.
All we've got.
Yeah, you're investing for the future.
Usually on single player games, most of the time, I play every single player game at least twice. Which means I need to do an Uncharted playthrough because I've only
I
played
used to do
Uncharted
that
4
back in the
once.
day. I used to play a game and then play it again. Back in the day.
Now, granted, I have not put a Fallout 4, but I got my money's worth out of Fallout 4.
No, I did finish Fallout 4, and I did 4 different endings for it too.
I didn't finish Fallout 4, but like
Platinum
I said,
Spider-Man,
I got my money's worth out of Fallout 4.
100%ed Batman Arkham Knight. I finished the original Batman Arkham Asylum.
I did everything there was to do in Fallout 4 except for the base building shit.
I did a lot of extra stuff in Fallout 4 too, because that's why it took me 6 months to play and
I mean,
finish the main quest.
I haven't done everything, and I'm still looking at freaking taking over communities and stuff like that there that I get, and stopping raiders.
There's still a lot to do in Fallout 4 that I haven't done.
This ship is going to hit me no matter what I do. God.
But Stando's done everything in Fallout 4.
But this game,
Yeah, check or watch me play out everything in Fallout 4.
No, you 440.
I haven't done everything, and I'm level freaking 93.
in Fallout 4.
Well, you overdid some stuff.
Yeah, you did a lot of stuff to get to level 93. You don't just get that from doing nothing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of stuff to do with freaking Fallout 4.
But I meant, like, I completed all the missions and side quests
Skyrim.
except for the base building.
I'm still
As
doing
much
side
as
quests.
but Togar, as much as Fallout 4 has to do, Skyrim has that much more.
I need to get Skyrim.
Like Fallout 4 is like what? How big compared to Skyrim, Stan?
Fallout 4 is larger than Skyrim.
Why? But well, maybe larger. But what about
Our
the
treasure must
number
be
of
aboard
missions?
that galleon. Why don't you take the ship itself and save us a bit of time?
Aye, that's the way I'd play
I
it.
don't know. I've done a lot of missions in Fallout 4, and I still haven't completed
Well spotted. I'll clear them off
Like
first.
I think Skyrim
I mean,
has.
I don't go out there and just randomly kill monsters, but I do missions to get my freaking experience.
Well, I don't know if I did everything in Witcher 3 or not. I know I did a lot of it.
Oh yeah, I need to
I didn't
finish
do
that
everything.
too.
I did a lot of it, though.
I played Well, I spent 200 hours there before I got my ending.
I'm pretty high.
What do you think has more to
haven't done
do?
a DLCs yet.
The Witcher 3 or Skyrim or Fallout 4?
Definitely The Witcher 3.
Has more to do, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this game here is probably about the size of Witcher 3, if not more so.
Odyssey? No. I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, I know how big The Witcher 3 is, because, you know, even though I haven't finished, I've seen the game world and how much stuff there is, and there is a ton of stuff to do, but there is so much to do.
You seen the game world, or did you see one map?
No, I've seen all the maps.
All 6 of them.
Yes. I've played a lot of The Witcher 3. I'm you know, fairly far into it. I do need to get back to it. Like, I'm far enough into it that I don't want to start over another playthrough without finishing it first. Well, here's the thing with, and I don't know about Origins except for what like Stan and other people have told me, but the side stuff in Odyssey is not like just going after like little trinkets and stuff like that. They're like have their own little stories to them and stuff.
Origins the same way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's like, it's almost like you're playing. Instead of a movie, it's almost like it's a TV series. And, you know, you have your main episodes where you got the main...
I mean, there's still a lot of garbage missions.
Yeah, you know, you run...
And I'm not going to do all those.
But, I mean,
like,
yeah,
let's collect all the viewpoints. Let's collect all this acorn feathers, whatever.
No, you
shit.
don't have no... There's acorns and feathers to collect in Origins.
There's something to collect in Assassin's Creed Origins, or or Odyssey. I'm sure of it. There's something in all of them.
I don't know. I mean, sort of, yeah. I guess, but they're usually tied into something. They're not like just like, oh, just get this, you know.
Well, they're always tied to something. Hey, you get this piece of equipment if you collect all 100 of these. Hey, you get this if you collect all 200 of these.
Like, tied to like a mission of some sort. And yeah, some of them are optional. And it's like, I don't really want to do this. Like, you got to kill so many of these types of soldiers and stuff like that. It's like, nah, I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. If I get around to it, or if it happens as part of like my, you know, journey and stuff, then I'll do it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. But it's not like on AC1 here, where you have these flags to get and stuff. That
Was
really
getting all the viewpoints in terms of side things. Really? I liked it in AC1, okay. When they were new. I think that's the only one I did that in. But I didn't collect all them freaking flags. Screw that.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna... What did you collect in the first one? Not the flags, but what?
Flags and viewpoints.
Yeah, you said you're not gonna collect all the flags, but you did something else.
I did all the viewpoints and killed all the Templars.
Ah, okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna do all that. It just depends.
Like the Templar...
Ouviste falar do que aconteceu àqueles piratas britânicos em Nassau? Dom Jorge enviou um dos seus homens para os tirar de lá. E parece que ele fez um bom trabalho.
Really?
What? Why do you want an RTX 2070? I don't even want one. It's like there's like what, 2 games that support the ray tracing, and it looked kind of cool on Battlefield 5, but there's like only like a few areas where you'll even see it. So it's like really no point in getting that right now. Oh,
there we go.
Heist.
We've been spotted. Took them long enough.
To quarters all, man the cannons! Every last hand!
On your command, Captain! Let's hear the roar!
If you get a 10 series this American, you'll be future-proofed for a while.
Move to catch the wind! Pump! Gallant! Wild! Done! Ready, deploy you, sir!
Nice. So yeah, it does. It takes 100 seconds to lose it and get
Give the orders, sir!
I picked Alexios. Actually, I think the 2070 is cheaper than the 10. If you get a 1080 Ti, you'll be future-proof for a while. Oh, that jumped me up to number 3 spot.
They're on the ball line to head. Ease off the wind. Loose all. Let's move.
Still guard and strike rate. Number one spot. Because I want to get that number one spot on the top 10. Yes, it's where I belong. Where I used to be for so long, and that's where I should be always.
True. The longest
What the frick am I gonna do?
Default number one status.
Eventually, they'll stop making driver updates for the 10 Ti. Or 10 series in general. Yeah, you know how long that's gonna be though? You can still get driver updates for your 750 Ti.
Awaiting your mark, Captain. Fire!
Just saying, you can get what you want. I'm just saying there's no reason really to get a 20 series right now.
Ready to box, sir! Fire! There's a good shot to cover!
Well, 1050 Quiet Like a Fire is still pretty new. The 10 series is pretty new still.
Shorten sail! Get off the squall!
Yeah, but you know, this American, they're going to come out with the better series than the 10 series. So.
Nuh-uh. The 20 series will be the best series ever. That's when the graphics will be realistic. And they'll be so photorealistic, there'll never be a 30 series.
They'll never come out with the new series. They won't need to. Just there won't be a need for better graphics.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, say, look.
And thank you, Quiet, for the biddies, by the way. I don't know if I thanked you. Thank you. I don't think I did. Tech's been kind of rambling. Tech kind of takes over the stream sometimes.
Here's my prize.
This is my stream. This isn't Stan's stream. Stan
See, I have to do this and just go mute there for a little while.
Blood. Useless now. Woods Rogers, Ben Hornigold, even Torres himself. Small quantities kept for a special purpose.
You must take me to the observatory, Roberts. I need to know what it is.
To what end, eh? Will you sell it from under my nose? Or work with me and use it to bolster our game?
Whatever improves my lot in life.
How ridiculous. A merry life and a short one, that's my motto. It's all the optimism I can muster. All right, Captain Kinley. You've earned a look.
Ew. Alright. Hashtag keep tech muted. Kappa. Alright, I'll let him out of his box for a minute. Yo!
This is my stream.
Yeah, whatever.
Stan just plays the game and sits in front of the camera.
Right. For dinner, you're having Carl's Jr. There you go.
Ooh, Carl's Jr. isn't. That's basically.
It's
isn't
Hardee's. Yeah.
Yeah.
You eating a thick burger?
Same company.
Big old
burger sounds good.
Thick burgers. Hey guys, we've been going at it for an hour. I am. My wife just got home. I'm gonna go take a fiver, get me something to drink, check in on her, smoke a cigarette and that stuff.
Run an ad?
No, I'm not running an ad. But I will be right back. Hang tight.
Right.
I hate you, Tech. You make me want to play Odyssey now from what I said earlier. Alright, we'll see you later, Redneck dude.
Well then, go ahead and play Odyssey, man. You won't regret either whether you get Origins or Odyssey. I'm sure you won't regret it. Either one. You'll probably enjoy either one of them. What do you think? Friendly, you've played both Origins and Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Either whether he gets Origins or whether he gets Odyssey, he won't regret either one, right? Probably.
No.
Now he was asking earlier whether he should play Origins first and then Odyssey. What do you think?
Who was asking?
Quiet Like a Fire was asking if they should play Origins first or Odyssey first. What do you think?
I think Origins then Odyssey, because I feel like Origins kind of tells you like what's different about the game compared to the other Assassin's Creeds. Mm-hmm. But Odyssey just expects you to know from Origins.
Okay. So maybe Origins would be, because Odyssey, is a bit different from the others. So if you're like new and you don't really know much about it, you might be like, what's this really have to do with Assassin's Creed or something? So maybe Origins would be better, yeah. That might be, yeah. I would.
And not just like story-wise, but like how it plays-wise. If they're like used to like AC2, AC3, Origins and Odyssey are like yards different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's totally different than Syndicate. As I know, I never played Syndicate.
Okay, so there you go.
I don't play trash games.
Syndicate wasn't that good?
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Because I got that too. Like I said, I got them all except for Origins. And technically, I only like am playing Odyssey. I don't really own it because I'm doing that Project Stream beta.
Yeah.
Play it for free. If you've already started Origins, Quiet, then go ahead and finish it if you've already started it. Yeah, I would. Yeah, go ahead and finish it. Because even though Odyssey like takes place before Origins, I think the present day part, which you barely have any of the present day part, but it is there, I think is still a sequel.
Forget AC, go Civ.
Tilgar doesn't even want you to play AC, he wants you to play Civ.
Civ sucks.
Civ's great.
Civ's good if you like boring games.
If you don't like Civ, then you're just stupid.
No, actually, I've played it a little bit on my iPad, and it's all right. It seems okay. I just don't really get into those kind of games.
It's different games. Depends whether you like strategy games and stuff like that.
Yeah, I played like a demo once of Civ 4, and it was kind of all right too, but just not.
Sit here and eat. Why, friendly?
Oh, Quiet said they used to play Civ 5.
Yeah, Civ 5 is for
intellectuals.
There's a debate whether, because there's a bunch of the Civ community that likes 5 better than 6, but I like 6 better than 5. At least after the expansion, anyway.
And I don't think it's a bad game, because like I said, what I played of it, it was actually kind of cool and everything. It's just, I don't know, I just like stories and action and more immersion and stuff like that. Yeah.
Swap K 2K in the black.
What I would like is a game like Civ 6 or something, but it also combines like where you actually play a character in the game or something, and you get into like a first or third person perspective down in the game, but then you can interact with control over the world in certain aspects or something. Like you have 2 different roles basically. You play the role where you're in charge of everything, controlling, setting everything up, but then you're almost like setting up your own sandbox for your character that you then go down and you play in the world in, you know what I mean? That would be kind of cool.
Why should I get PC Building Simulator on Steam for?
Oh, Assassin's Creed Rebellion, is that a mobile game?
Yeah.
Is that
American? How much freaking money do you have? You're getting yourself a truck, an ATV, a PC, a console game. What else are you gonna freaking get?
Were you talking about This American?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's talking about all this stuff and he doesn't even have the money to get it yet.
I'm just wondering where he's getting all this freaking money.
I might check it out quiet. I was a little curious about it.
I mean, he may have all this money. More power to him.
Let me go check it out on my iPad real quick. I would really just like more like at least console level games on mobile devices, if not PC level. Like I actually have KOTOR, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on iPad, and that's actually pretty cool to play on iPad. But it's an old game though. But it was fun. It was a fun game, and it's pretty cool to go into on the iPad. So they could do like more games like that where it's a real game and not just your stupid mobile games. I do occasionally have my guilty mobile game pleasures, but what I really look for is like an actual game with substance.
Only what you see now.
What'd he say, Friendly? He's talking shit.
Yeah, he's talking about your mug and how he thinks it's so weird looking.
His mug?
Yeah, your face.
Oh, there's like Assassin's Creed Identity.
You gotta excuse Jack. He's old. He doesn't. He's
senile.
He's not down with the slang.
When did this game come out?
You have Knights of the Old Republic on your iPhone, but the controls hurt my soul, so I stopped playing.
Yeah, but it's playable. I mean, it is playable. They made it, and I play it get on there and play it every once in a while. It's just because, like, sometimes I just, I want to play on my iPad, and if I'm not playing, like, remote play from my PC on my iPad with the an actual game controller.
Thank you, Goat. Appreciate it.
Connect to the iPad to play it with and not use touchscreen controls. Then KOTOR is like a good game to go to for like an actual game.
KOTOR is an awful game.
What? You didn't like KOTOR?
Nope.
Oh, I liked it. I just never finished it. Okay, here we go. Assassin's Creed Rebellion. Oh, but it makes all the Assassin's Creed characters look like little cartoony characters.
The little chibis.
KOTOR was as boring as A New Hope.
What'd you say?
Chibis.
Chibis.
Yeah, chibis.
Wait, what'd you say? KOTOR was as boring as A New Hope?
That's what it said.
I'm gonna get tech
Original
triggered
Star
over here.
Wars. You think the original Star Wars was boring?
Yeah. I guess I should.
No A New Hope spoilers, Kappa. So what is this? So what is this though? I'm kind of curious about this. I might download this Assassin's Creed Rebellion.
Did it finally
Oh, I love all the Star Wars films. I really like Last Jedi. I was kidding about A New Hope.
I like the prequels. I like Phantom Menace.
You love The Last Jedi? It's
Yeah, those are good reviews. I'll download it. Check it out. I'm not gonna play it right now, but I'll download it and check it out.
It is a large download, apparently.
Are you downloading it too?
Yeah. It gave me a little warning, like, hey, this is a large download. I'm like, okay.
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Well, on Last Jedi? I'm a stubborn. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like Luke in the Last Jedi.
Feel it, Addy.
But I'm not going to get into it.
Prize of all.
I feel nothing
We'll
but
just
hot
ban you this time.
Captain.
I'm
Come
not
on,
going to get into that. But I did
Take this
not
treasure.
like how they
Set for
handled
life, all
the
of us.
Last Jedi.
10 times over.
Not at all.
As you wish.
Ahoy, Roberts. We'll cast anchor and meet ashore.
You were followed, Captain Kenway. How long for, I wonder?
It's Hornigold.
Burn and slay that.
And it's this not the only
Deal
thing
with
I
your
don't like
old
about
friend
it
in
either,
haste,
so
Captain.
I'm already done
before I
downloading it.
regret my favorite.
Oh, looks like we're gonna kill Hornigold.
Rip.
You love what they did with Luke?
Think carefully about what you
I don't know that I loved it. It was okay. I didn't think it was the worst thing they could have done.
Aye, and the traitor needs to die. But what then? Can you say with certainty?
Well, let's see. Let's say like, oh,
No, I can't, and I don't care.
I thought it would be cooler if he was actually there
Better idea, by all means, tell me.
at the.
I
on
can't
the
kill my
battle.
evil father
Tell the
who
assassins.
killed
Bring
younglings
them
and
here,
stuff
and let
because
us
they're
protect this
still
place.
good in here.
Aye, I'll bring them here.
Oh, this guy's having a bad dream and has some dark side showing up on him. I better kill him in his sleep.
Hey,
We'll have a hard fight.
even the novelizations had Luke turn to the dark side.
We're
Though.
nearing
Come
the
on,
devil's
man.
backbone.
You mean them crowds?
And he didn't go through with it. He
Not
was
the
just
movie.
tempted.
Unless
Not the
Lazo
movie
del Diablo,
novelizations,
Spaniards
no.
call it.
But he was like, yeah, he was tempted by the dark side, but he rejected it.
Oh, jeez.
Enemies firing! Find the help! We're ready, sir!
Hey, what's up, Virage Star? How you doing? You doing good? Sir Ailerophone? Did I say that right? How's it going with you? I'm doing great. Football season's over for me. Tennessee did horrible this year, which I knew they would, but doesn't make it any easier.
It's Sir, whatever. Their name is Sir Cat
No, I
Lover.
have not played the Freedom Cry DLC.
You can actually get Freedom Cry as a standalone game too, which they released it free on PlayStation Plus a while back. But it's available.
What did you
both
say,
as
friendly?
standalone.
That Sir, whatever their name is Sir Cat Lover.
Sir
But that's-
Cat Lover?
Yeah, that's what that last part means. His name for a cat lover.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Enemy fire!
Oh, what the hell? Probably a little fried. Yeah. Jerky.
Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Fire! Move us off the way! Incoming fire! Fire! Good shot to fire! Let out some sand! Enemy fire! Reel them in, that fire!
Brandy goes to college, so she knows that.
No, I have access to Google.
Friendly knows it all.
No, this is a weird ass game. This mobile Assassin's Creed game.
Are you playing that right now?
Yeah.
So what's the objective and like what kind of like game is it?
I don't think you'll care for it much because it picks up with Ezio, and I don't know if you know him that much or
Not
his
yet.
story. You might not understand it.
But once I finish the first Assassin's Creed, which I've already started, then I'll play. Get the story of Ezio.
Ezio's my favorite, so hopefully you'll like it.
I think Ezio's a lot of people's favorite.
He's just so flamboyant. And he's the first assassin we had with
Ezio's cool.
personality.
I think my favorite though is Arno.
Yeah, I liked Arno a lot. He had a good personality.
Like I said, my favorite story of any Assassin's Creed game is Unity. It is. We've talked about this time and time again, though. I don't deny that it's the worst game, though.
Even with the patches.
Yeah, it's still broken, very much broken. Edward and Evie are your favorites. Yeah, Evie's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Edward in 3 so far. I started 3 also, but I haven't gotten. But apparently,
Edward's not
the main,
in 3.
The main. Or no, not Edward. Who's the guy you start off as?
Haytham. He's a.
Yeah, him. Okay.
He's a. Yep. Rip me. He's a. How far did you get in there?
I'm still playing as him.
Well, you know, that's your own downfall.
Somebody else, basically. So you start playing as somebody else, basically, after he dies, I'm guessing.
You'll find out.
Well, I kind of think I've already figured that out just from things Stan told me, like, about who's the guy, Connor or something in 3?
He's another name, but yeah, let's call him Connor.
By all means, tell him.
Call him Connor because I can't say his other name.
There's a semicolon in it.
Do what?
There's a semicolon in his name.
Pay me a good sum for it.
His name is like.
Is it the same guy?
He comes to.
Is it the same guy you play in 4?
No.
You mean them crags that look
So
like
basically,
I will
after
say
3,
this: in 4, Assassin's Creed 4, Edward Kenway is Haytham's daddy.
Yeah, you go back in time a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, there's that semicolon. Or it's a full colon. I don't know.
Ratanagadon. Even it's spelled out, I cannot say his name.
Ratanagadon.
That's a real leap of faith, right?
I love that name though. Yeah, the Ratanagadon.
Dang it, I missed a heist. You guys need to let me know when a heist is going on.
Bro, I'm playing 2 Assassin's Creed games at the same time. You think I got time to pay attention?
I'm playing 2 at the same time too. I'm playing this and I'm playing the original at the same time.
I'm playing this mobile game and yeah, Odyssey. What am I?
Like literally at the same time, like right at this moment, we're playing both of them at the same time.
Yes. Like one has a phone in the hand, the other one has the controller.
How are you playing both of them like that?
I am exploring. Fine.
It's fine. I can use one hand to play one and the other hand to play this one.
I'm talented, okay? That's a thing.
Yes, I missed that heist. Dang it. But yeah, so if it wasn't for having a deadline to finish this game by January 15th, I would just be playing. Because I'm playing this through projects. So I don't actually have the game until I do this.
I'm playing some form of Assassin's Creed. I'll watch this and I'll play Assassin's Creed. Are you behind?
Yeah,
Quiet Rock of Fire, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the sub club. Deli Manjo, what's up? How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just got attacked by chickens.
You got attacked by chicken. Oh, I had that happen once. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, like look away and like my controller starts vibrating. Like what the?
Where'd this ship come from?
I didn't realize that's so much of the Zelda.
Why are chickens attacking me?
But hey, they give you chicken eggs, so.
Ready to fire, sir! Fire! The whole place shot fire!
Deli Manjo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm gonna die.
It'll be funny though.
Me dying is not funny.
Funny?
We're ready, sir! Fire!
Alright, at least we know which ship Benjamin's on now.
Round on every inch of sail!
I'm coming for you next, Hornigold. Let's repair our ship real quick.
And a chicken. Why is the chicken a higher level? How many questions?
This is a T-Rex.
Basically, that's what a T-Rex is a giant chicken.
Get on my level, chicken.
The wolf that came after me was a level 9. The chicken was a 13. He'll go hide on this rock.
That really just doesn't make sense. I don't care what level that chicken is. That chicken could be infinity level. You're gonna kick his freaking ass.
It's got quite the bite.
How did you die?
Dude, Zelda death so many of them. What did you do? Oh, chicken.
Let's go, Pack. Aaron Rodgers for the win. Who are they playing? The Vikings. The Vikings. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Go Pack. Repair the jacket on here.
Oh, looks like the Broncos are on their ways to be on their ways to win the division, huh?
Clues out! Handsome win!
The Broncos.
Yeah, they just won the game. They're about to take over KC.
Captain Ransom, I'm there, she's got a fire! Captain, they've left us fire! They bring forth fire! Take it back! Come do this, brother. Put your heart up for it.
Never catch KC.
Oh, he's gonna make it? Bullshit, he is. It's anyone's game. No, the Chiefs. Kansas City will win the AFC West.
I'm a KC fan.
I will be coming back.
I was being sarcastic.
I don't know enough about it. I don't watch pro football very much.
The only other good team in the AFC West is the Chargers.
I'll probably start watching once the playoffs start, and then pick a team and hope I ride them all the way to the Super Bowl. But I don't know. I find pro football boring compared to college football for whatever reason.
Why? We all know who's going to win the freaking college.
Well, hopefully it's not Alabama this year, right?
Who's going to beat Alabama?
Hopefully Georgia beats them in the SEC championship game.
What will do it now?
The world that would love to see the East beat the West in the SEC.
That'd be nice. I'd just like to see somebody beat Alabama. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's happened before.
It has happened before. Clemson.
Tennessee used to beat Alabama all the damn time.
Okay. I don't see anyone beating Savant's Alabama.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Nick Saban's Alabama.
Saban's Alabama ain't gonna get beat. But like I said, every game has to be played because anything can happen. He's just too well coached.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If Georgia does not beat Alabama, I want Alabama to whoop ass in the championship game. I'm just an SEC fan. That's the way I go. I would prefer an SEC East team go, but the SEC East can't do it. Just anybody from that. Does that make sense? Like,
Oh yeah,
that's my conference.
I'm a Big 12 fan. I love Kansas, but I don't see Kansas,
The Jayhawks.
winning. Yep, the Jayhawks.
No, they don't do a whole lot.
Hey, they got a new coach.
You could have been a man who stood for something. But you've a
Actually, their last few games
with nothing but medals to show for all your blunders.
That's the only one I haven't played.
The heart of a traitor who thinks himself better than his mates.
Aye, and proven true. What have you done since Nassau? Well, nothing but murder and mayhem.
You threw in with the very kind we once hated!
No!
I actually really enjoy playing
I
Rogue.
wish you could see that. But if you continue on your present course,
What?
they'll find you the only one
Oh,
walking it.
Quite like if I was asking
With the
what we thought
gallows.
about Rogan.
Yeah, I'll probably
enjoyed
open it
so.
here in the next half hour. This is the first one we've done since we reset our point system, so I don't know how many points we're going to have, but I'll make sure you have enough points to at least enter once.
That's enough for me.
No.
Yeah. Yes, because I am cool like that.
You're cool like that, you'd be giving away a computer.
Shit.
Tech is in the background, no? I think Tech is studying.
What? No, I'm playing AC Odyssey. I'm in a conquest battle.
That's right. Tech would never study.
I should be studying right now, but I'm kind of hoping my school gets closed tomorrow.
What would I be studying for?
How to be better at something. I don't know.
How to complete a game.
There you go.
That's what I'm working on right now, is completing this game.
So Stando was right. You're studying.
Tech, why you gotta be such a hater for? Hump that rock, dude.
Damn it!
Damn it, Bobby.
That last
These
step of my
conquest
hard to
battles
get
are
up there.
hard.
Damn it, Bobby.
These conquest battles are hard, especially when you're on the attacking side instead of the defending side.
You want conquest. places.
No, this is. You played some Conquest battles, haven't you, Friendly, on this?
What?
You played some Conquest.
She said, "Oh, what? The hell are you talking about?"
I don't think so.
Oh no, you've not played any of them. Like, you know, when it shows like the red and the blue flags on like a certain country, and you can choose to either fight from the green side or the blue side. The blue being the Athens, of course. The red being the Spartans.
No, I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, it's not like.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you didn't, because the first one is a story.
Yeah.
But after that, they're not like, you don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah, like I've done the first one, the story, but I haven't done the rest.
But they're a good way to get some good gear sometimes.
Football beer. I don't drink much alcohol anymore. Actually, I haven't drank alcohol for a long time now.
I like how Togar calls spoilers. He's like, up, spoilers. He's not even playing the game. He don't care.
Plus, it's not a story spoiler.
All I know in AC is someone dies.
Somebody always dies.
Somebody always dies. Multiple somebodies.
Well, yeah, there wouldn't be much of an organization of assassins if somebody didn't die, right? But,
well, even your characters all die.
well, yeah, of old age.
Well, to die because actually because you're a guy in the future who's sitting down remembering all this crap somehow.
Oh no, that guy died too.
He's long gone.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah.
Well, how you guys doing all this technology and the memory deal and whatnot?
You gotta play the games to find out.
Assassins. You wiped out. They're evil. Long live the Templars.
You say long live the Templars? Oh, you bastard.
Not Solomon's Temple. Holy order. There to protect. Wayfarers on them, program to
There's got to be a way to get up that I'm just not seeing.
Assassins, druggies who kill people. Dude, what does that sound like? Cops report to a crime. What happened here? Some crack addict, broke in here, killed a guy, stole his merchandise.
Wait, that was the other guy that said long live the Templars, huh? Well, Tech is the type of guy to never finish AC1 but 100% rogue. No. Tech, did you even... I think since I've known Tech... Since I've known him, he is...
He's always got to give me a hard time about how many games I've finished.
Probably only completed like a handful of games. He's done better though. I'd say, well, when I first met him, like he completed no games on stream.
Well, no, I completed like the Call of Duty campaigns and stuff. But remember, I was mostly playing multiplayer games that didn't really have an end.
And then there for a while, he was trying to play more single player games, but he was getting turned off and wasn't finishing them. there for a while, and
Also,
I finally gave
as
him.
many viewers on the single players as I got on the multiplayers. So
I finally gave him enough shit, and he finished Star Wars, The Force Unleashed,
and also
he lost all his
Batman
viewers.
Arkham Asylum.
and he
Rated
beat
by
Arkham
Stando.
Asylum, and he
Yeah,
beat
when I went to
Arkham
single player
Knight.
games, I started losing all my viewers.
Because of Stando's
I
advice.
beat Uncharted 4.
No,
And
that's
this is
not
since
why
I
he
started-
lost his viewers.
That's
He lost
since
his
I
viewers
started-
because of a shitty streaming schedule.
No, that's not why he lost
I
his
lost
viewers
my-
either. I know why he lost his viewers.
Why did I lose my viewers? Because of that crap that happened.
Yeah, I believe that's
Other
what
people.
happened more than it was
Yeah, I think-
multiplayer games.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too. Really. Yeah.
No, tell the truth, Ted. It was because of Stando.
No, it wasn't because of Stan.
Because of Stando.
No, it was not
That's the only
because of
reason.
Stan. It was because of some other people that we used to hang around with. Anyways, but we don't want to get on to that. Rehash all that stuff.
Nope.
Rehash.
I haven't even been streaming quite like a fire, so that's why I have no viewers now, is because I don't stream. But, I need to start streaming again. And I was there for a little bit, doing good about streaming once a week, but now I'm not even been doing that.
Hey, the brown feet finger.
You follow
Yep.
me just in case. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because you never know. You never know. And I've been thinking about like streaming on nights when Stan's not able to stream because of work or whatever. I've been thinking about only on the days where he can't stream or something because like
So every night.
no, he's not stream. I will name the stream though. I'll put the title of the stream the Stando Stream Detox Support Group. So Stan's like, can you synchronize the top of the ship like that? That should be a synchronized spot. Oh no, you're gonna die. Oh no, he got caught on the thing there. Now, see, that was the thing too. When I was streaming regularly, I always like made sure like to not overlap Stan's stream as much as possible. Like sometimes we might have overlapped a little bit, but we usually like stream like.
Hey, what's up, Charbet?
Well, you were a late night streamer.
Right. Well, that too. I was usually a late night streamer, but I'd also always try not to stream like at the same time as Stan does.
No, that was long before that ever happened. I was super courteous to all the people that streamed around me. Like I tried to stream in probably the worst spots for a long time.
Yeah, because Stan tried to not stream during anybody else's.
The only thing I asked was that I get Saturday nights. Like, please let me have Saturday nights.
Right.
And the rest of it was like, I'll take the shit shift for a long time.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
But I think it was good though that Stan was here while I was on my year-long hiatus too.
Year long.
Yeah, when I was gone for a year. But now, well,
18 months.
Technically, did I really ever come back? Because I only came back for like a little bit and then occasional streams here and there.
Oh, I remember what I was doing now. I gotta find that stupid point on that ship. That's what it was.
I did decide though that when Elder Scrolls Blades comes out for iOS, that I'm gonna like stream that. I think from my mobile device, because I can stream to Twitch from my iPad or my iPhone.
Keep on going.
Yeah, see, here's an example of a glitch in Odyssey. You can't see this guy walking, and he's like just sliding on the ground instead of moving his legs.
Another keystone.
Oh man, no spoiler. God dang, dude.
And I've seen a few other funny looking glitches too. Not as much as like from Unity.
Oh, that's an ally.
Or a Bethesda game.
You're talking about Bethesda's never have any bugs.
Bethesda games with bugs?
And I'm saying that as somebody who likes Bethesda games.
You're drunk.
I like Bethesda games. Bethesda games are cool.
Tech heist.
Oh, thank you, Togar.
Yeah, I just haven't seen
that.
it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, I have got some clips of some awful glitches in Unity. Like where I'm sitting there hitting the guy and he's not dying and he's just like...
I haven't run across that yet. I haven't run across glitches where it affects your ability to like complete something. Yeah, not had that happen. I've had some weird looking stuff like supposed to get like something from this cow or no, not a cow but a bull, and the bull's supposed to be dead, but it's like standing there floating slightly above the ground, and it's just standing there. and then there was like this one part on a road where NPC or something on the road is like, it's the long distance version of the NPC, but at close up. You know, like when something's in long distance, it's less detailed and stuff like that. So I'm like right up on it, and it's like looks like it's like a.
I wish we had clips back then, but the first time I played Unity, I remember getting stuck in a hay bale, and I couldn't get out.
You couldn't get out of it?
Yep.
Oh no.
And like the enemies spotted me, but they couldn't kill me. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh gosh, that knocked me down to number 6 from number 3.
I can't believe how cushiony all these freaking piles of leaves and hay bales are when you jump off these buildings. No, it doesn't smash the car. Shoot, man.
Oh, that's the thing that me and Friendly are kind of irritated about in Odyssey. I don't know if that doesn't qualify as a spoiler, does it, Friendly?
Looks like 100 and... What's 350 divided by 3?
Math. That is math right there.
350 divided by 3?
Yeah.
350?
That's 100 and
110 or 112.
12
yeah.
or 111.5.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
111.5.
So I am thinking 115 tokens per entry tonight.
No, you should make the 1,000.
16 and a half. That's 116 and a half. Or 116.666.
Well, nevertheless, 100 tokens per entry. We'll just put it that way.
Add a 0 for that.
Is what I think I'm going to do.
On the next heist, though, I'm heisting 800. I got to win back my lost. And that will leave me only with 69.
Yeah.
I think you need to lower it.
69.
I think they should only have like a 10% chance.
No.
I'm okay with it being 1,000.
It's a 50. It needs to.
800, I'll bump you up 900. Let's try to survive the storm.
The last one was to gain back what it lost plus win some more.
No. Oh no, that didn't feel good. Oh my god.
Ride through those freaking crowds.
I did through that one. It's not healthy, Togar. It's not healthy.
Yeah, but that way you go to Oz.
Douse the royal! Come! Douse those gallows! Hold!
Those guys just got wrecked by the storm. Oh, is it coming back?
Captain, these waters are closely watched by our enemies.
Gotta watch out for that one. That one's coming right for us, though.
Every last grab them back on the wing.
Did you just sell up the back one?
We will be dragged down to our deaths, Captain.
I think we're gonna live.
And sir, you get one for you.
Oh crap!
Unless you're a cat, though. Cat loves you.
Wow.
Trim the yards off the wind.
Oh, that tornado funnel's coming back.
Oh, sir, Sir Cat Lover, you only get, the tokens only get paid out once an hour.
Yeah, you get tokens every hour, and if you're just lurking, you only get one token an hour. The real people who get tokens are people who chat. Otherwise, I would have like
Otherwise, like subs and
a
regular.
cajillion names.
Get the mainsail into the wind.
You still have the cajillion meme, by the way.
Probably.
People who don't pay attention.
Probably.
So that might have not really worked in.
You want to sleep, friendly?
No.
No.
Fit mode cheat activated.
They've landed a solid volley now.
All right, we're totally screwed.
Every last grab them down.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Well, there's a fort right there. The I don't know if you noticed that the swells caused the storm. We took some damage from the storm.
Looks like these didn't take nothing. You know what would help though is if you dodge the big cannonball.
Beat the quarters.
Ah man, Sven's hitting a woman. You missed the loot.
Starboard, task wide. Adrift in a row.
Whoa!
Pull hearty, lads. Furl those men.
Why are there like 10 brig?
They're foundering. Loose mainsail.
That's a lot of ships out
Loose
there.
oars.
That's what I'm saying. Why are there so many in a tight space like that? I was going to draw one, but from the under the ring smacks friendly. Don't do that. Why y'all got to do all this mean stuff?
He just hates me.
Think he's breathing.
Rescue.
Oh shit.
Stando, don't question it. Okay.
Fuck. I got killed by the wolf the same time a wolf killed me.
Is that pirate hunter dead?
Aye, by my own hand.
Wolf
Why
killed
is
you?
it you alone?
Yeah, wolf
find
killed me
so
and I killed it. It was a fun time.
Born with
A
memories.
dead
Well,
time.
At least, you know, you didn't get
Memories of another
death by
time
chicken.
entirely, I think. Like another life I've already led.
Curse you for a lurch, man, and speak some sense.
Not today. After you, Captain. The path ahead is dangerous.
Sounds it.
Never kill Black Bart.
The men native to this land will put up a fight.
And his name is the Raging Sins. Dun dun dun.
Necessary. Could kill if needed.
Who squeaked?
This is some spooky shit. You got a case of the squeaks.
What kind of impression was it? Squeaking?
I'm just not gonna comment on it.
You aren't squeaking? Who's squeaking?
It was probably Tuck.
Dude, what?
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 What? A problem? Me? What? Man, you know what? Athenians suck against the Spartans.
I mean, historically, yeah.
Yeah. Well, unless it's on the sea.
True.
Yeah, that's probably.
You gotta remember, in real life, the Spartans were
conquered the Athenians, right? And they were all super powerful warriors. Great warriors.
not only that, but the Greeks were more into philosophy and art and things. Spartans were
Athenians, I mean, yeah.
like you first take the firstborn and train them up as a soldier, and if they don't make it, leave them out to die. Pretty much, throw them off a cliff.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Athens
much.
were pretty brutal themselves.
Accurate.
But they were, again, they were more about culture and stuff. And once you start becoming
No,
like that, you
the
become less
Athenian-
effective.
Were about forcing all their allies to pay them tribute so they can build up temples and stuff in their home city, even though it was supposed to be for the Athenian League. But, you know, hey,
Yeah.
those are
Well,
power.
But-
once they were.
But Athenians who thought they would always be allies with the Spartans.
Nah, Spartans and Athenians can't really get into
Sorry about that.
They were rivals. Basically, and they're both brutal. You know, they basically said, "You ally with me. What? You don't want to ally with me? Then we kill you." That's how their allies went. You can join the Delinian League. No? All right, then. Good.
But yeah, every time that I've sided with the Athenians in either. The only time I've won with the Athenians in a conquest battle was either when they were. Once when they were defending, and once when it was a sea battle.
Right. 'Cause they had the large navy. Spartans didn't have it.
Otherwise, it's like.
And you had the long walls of the Athenians, which Spartans couldn't bring down. Greeks weren't just very nice people.
And I have Greek and Italian in me.
What's going on, guys? Ding ding. Damn it. Oh, is Sin still wrestling everybody?
Looks like we lost. Yeah. Spare some tokens. Sir, you're bothering the people here. You need to move along.
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to that
Killing-
Sin's character.
Killing the indigenous people?
No,
Spare some tokens.
He's disturbing honest citizens and stuff.
Don't tell me I gotta kill the...
You know, since we get more money if you take a shower.
I think Reggie's in California, I think.
No, Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, okay. I knew he was in, like, yeah.
Gosh! See, I remember things like that, Veggie. So, haha. Or I try to, anyway. I don't always remember where everybody's at, but I try to.
There's a croc. You can kill the croc alligator.
I might have to. Whoop.
Oh, hold on. You're a pirate, aren't you? You don't hear any TikTok, do you?
Two guys got jokes.
Well, I'm saying, if you hear a TikTok, you want to run.
Captain Kenway, not Captain Hook.
I don't know. You're still a pirate. Pirates and alligators, nah. Especially alligators that TikTok.
It was a crocodile.
That was a croc.
No, that was an alligator. Captain Hook was a crocodile.
Crocodile, yeah. Oh, so you were safe then.
Yeah. What? Or not. I don't know how the challenge thing works. Is it even on?
No, it's working. It gives 100 tokens to the person who wins and takes 100 from the loser. So yeah, it's working.
What's working?
Okay. Well, because there's duel too, so duel is the challenge. Is the duel? Never mind. And it should cost 50, not 100.
Should cost 1,000.
It's challenge.
Oh well, maybe it takes 50 from each player, and the winner gets the 100, gets both, gets you know what I mean. It's the pot basically. Each challenger puts 50 in the pot, and the winner. So if you win, you get 100. The loser loses their 50. Does that make sense?
Sure.
It doesn't make sense to you. You're totally confused, aren't you? It's challenge.
It takes 50 from each player, and then awards the winner with 100.
Should be awards.
Right. That's what I just said. Takes 50 from each player, and then awards the winner with 100. So the winner wins the pot.
So what you're saying is that deep down inside, way deep down inside, you're a chicken shit.
What?
You ever watch Cowboy Way?
What?
You ever watch Cowboy Way?
Cowboy Way? Is that an anime?
No. The Cowboy Way with Kiefer Sutherland and Woody Harrelson. It's a movie.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
And it's a very funny movie. I recommend y'all watch it.
Oh, that's a recent. Isn't that a recent movie too? It's not that old.
Well, 2005 maybe. It's old.
Yeah, that's not that old. If it's after the year 2000, it's not old.
Maybe it's 2001, 2000. I don't know.
No, it sounds familiar. I'll look it up on Google. $1994. Okay, that is old.
Oh, is that old? I didn't think it was that old.
Woody Harrelson and Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah. In 1994, that's old. That qualifies as old.
Like that.
I remember at a time when that wouldn't have qualified as old. It was after I graduated high school, though. 2 years after I graduated high school.
I was even in high school.
Whatever. You'd already finished college like in the 80s or something.
I got DC. Alright, guys. So, is getting tokens here, but I'm not. I'm confused.
It's once an hour.
Tokens only get paid like every hour. And don't worry, if you don't have tokens to enter, I will make sure you get tokens to enter. I promise.
Yeah, Stan gives them out.
But it takes a whole hour to get tokens. We did that because we had a lot of names lurking in the chat,
yes.
And we were paying out tokens every 5 minutes. So they were accruing enough tokens to enter all the giveaways. Well, if they're just hanging out in the chat and not actually watching the stream, that doesn't really help. So we changed the system where it pays every hour. But he followed after me, and he has 100 tokens. How does that work? I'm just curious. He probably stole them. He probably challenged somebody. I'm just saying, it'll be okay.
You will get your tokens. Don't worry about it.
It'll be okay. I'll even check the bot and make sure that I'm signed in. Yep. 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 Yep.
No, the chat list is a lot smaller than it used to be. Now it reflects more closer to the actual view count. Still a bit more, but not as much more.
Right. Well, we'll see how it works. Oh, you didn't know? I don't know. I don't know how you got 100 tokens, considering that the most you can make in an hour is 60. So that makes no sense. I don't know.
You'll get your tokens.
Or maybe he got 100 tokens for following. Have you followed?
Unless it's the
I think he got 100 tokens for following.
Yeah, you get 100 tokens when you follow. Like once you follow the channel, you're granted 100 tokens immediately on follow. Oh, they've been following for 1 month, 1 week, and 5 days.
Yeah, he followed, but what I'm saying is, Delaman Joe, he followed today though. That's what I'm saying.
So he got the 100 tokens for his new following of today. You already got your follow tokens when you first followed.
Of course, that was a month ago, but we've reset last week.
And the tokens have been reset since then.
And we've been telling everybody that they're going to reset for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Yep.
But other than that, so here's the token payouts too, and I'll show them to you guys, like the token payout.
Oh, I overtook Tilgar. I got the number 2 spot.
The payout
Coming
settings
for you, shark bait.
I don't care to show these. Here are the payout settings. So you get 1 token every hour for live payout. That's just for being in the chat. Every hour you get 1 token. If you're active typer, you'll get 60 more tokens. If you're a sub, you'll get 24 more tokens. And if you're a regular, you'll get 24 more tokens. And you become a regular by reaching 5,000 points. And we increased this to an hour to drop down on scam accounts winning or entering, if that makes sense. Ones that never type or anything.
Like the people who are more supportive of the channel and are more active in the channel.
So the idea is that the regulars can just sit in the chat and they earn 24. The subs can just sit in the chat and they earn 24. And if you're a sub or a regular, you get both of these. Or a sub and a regular, you get both of these. But everybody else has to chat to get to 60. If that makes sense.
But once you've been here long enough and earned enough tokens, you can become a regular, and then you'll start earning more tokens too.
And you don't have to type as much, or you can lurk, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, then it's easier to lurk.
I'll be right back. Because I don't hate lurkers. I'm not against or hate lurkers. It's just, matter of fact, I love lurkers, and lurkers are very helpful, but especially the ones that are accurate lurkers, and we've had some like Stoughton and Steins Gap. But that being said, there are a few that come in the list that
aren't actually watching the stream.
Have never said hi, and they don't watch the stream and stuff like that. But anyway,
the chat is just open. They just have a chat window open, but the stream is not actually running, so they're not really supporting the channel. Not working.
But I'll be right back, guys.
Hello.
Hello. So when are you gonna start playing Civ 6?
Probably not for a long time,
Why not, Ted?
if ever. Because I got like all these other games and I don't have money to buy it.
It's only $18. You had that $50 gift certificate. What you did,
I know, I
man?
spent it all on those, whatchamacallits?
Some games you're not gonna play.
Assassin's Creed. Getting all them. So now.
How's the naval combat?
It's pretty fun.
Because, you know, Quiet Like a Fire keeps on asking you, never answer him. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Quiet Like Fire. I'm playing the game right now. The naval combat's pretty fun. I haven't played Black Flag, but from what I've watched of Black Flag, it's pretty similar.
I think he's asking about your Odyssey.
Yeah, on Odyssey, the naval combat is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun to play the naval combat, I do have to say.
Yeah. In fact, what's my follower count?
You have 2,774 followers. Really? You got the deluxe edition for free? Cool. That's not half bad.
What's that for me?
Move this over here so I can see it. Now remember, guys, I don't have the code with me tonight. I'll have to give it to you guys tomorrow.
Oh, I see. You know, cheat people. I got you.
Oh yeah, that's me.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
And you know Wimpy never pays.
Oh, that's cool. Quiet.
There we go.
Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
What?
Because I guess some Black Friday stores were selling Odyssey for 55%. And I guess because he already bought it prior to Black Friday, they gave him an upgrade to the deluxe edition. Quite like fire.
That's pretty nice of them.
Yeah.
Well, for 300.
Too bad, so sad.
Dream on.
Have you opened the giveaway yet?
It's 100 per. You only have 274 golden. And you're already in the giveaway for 2. So you can only waffle in one more time.
And how much does it cost per entry for the giveaway?
100.
So if you enter 3 times, that's 300 tokens.
Right.
And then we get our 2 extra for being like subs and regulars and all that.
Yep.
Well, I got 2 in there already.
Oh, do you automatically get entered for 2 even if you don't manually enter? If you're a sub or a regular?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's
No, you have to enter at least once.
Okay, and then it adds your 2. Okay.
This should automatically enter me.
Sorry, that's not the way the bot works.
You're the master of that bot.
It has to know you're present, I guess.
I don't want to spend no tokens on a waffle.
I don't want no dang waffle.
That one must be down on the ground. Yup. French toast for days? What? No more waffles. Pancakes deserve some love. Alright, we don't have to waffle anymore. I can change it back to raffle. The waffle thing is a running gag.
No, we like
the whole purpose of the waffle is Augur said he would never enter a raffle, so he would enter waffle. And one day I changed the command to waffle so that he'd enter when he hit it. Which I thought was pretty clever, but we can change it back to raffle.
Stay close.
Man, it sure is taking a long time to get through this little area.
Kind of did when it takes so long if you're actually good at the game.
No, I think it's because I'm being good at the game, it takes so long.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Keep up with your excuses.
Alright, whatever. What the crap? There we go. Oh, you bitch.
Hey, you fell.
No, I didn't fall. I got shot down.
Why would he shoot you down for?
Because he's a dick. I don't know.
Kill the dick?
Why do you do half the shit you do? I don't know.
Oh, you got it back. What are you doing, friendly?
Friendly's playing a game. And
I
typing. You hear her spacebar. Yeah, her mic is on her laptop.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm 4.
You sure that's typing?
Why do you want snow? Can I enter the giveaway once? Yes, I will make sure you have enough tokens to enter the giveaway once. What's up, Stein's Cat?
I think Spins is just upset the snow missed him.
Stein's Cat, I think I left you on regular. Pretty sure I did. So you should earn regular tokens.
You'll give me tokens into this giveaway?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give away. I'm gonna give everybody that right before I draw it. That way, I just have to do it once.
You're not killing them all.
Working on it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Took our guy. He's so impatient.
Okay, you're killing these poor natives. What are you killing the poor natives for?
Because that's what the game told me to do.
Those are the assassins who are evil.
JDX, I don't think you have enough tokens.
Always a convenient bunch of freaking leaves around when you need to jump in.
That's a monkey.
Is this the observatory? All this? Good. Another keystone.
And the door opens after almost 80,000 years.
Jesus, Roberts! Have you gone mad?
Quite the contrary, Edward. These wags would have gone mad at seeing what lies beyond this gate. But you... I suspect you're made of sterner stuff. Now, pick up that chest and carry it hither. Dirty and
2244. That's what they put for
quite
Odyssey.
as I remember, but it has been over 80 millennia.
Oh, did I miss the heist?
Impossible.
Step as if on thin ice.
You're always missing the heist. What are you talking about?
Didn't miss the last
I must say, I am quite taken by this
new.
new vocation of
Yeah,
mine.
if you pay attention to your
You
game.
know that I have authored my own articles of
Because I
conduct.
want to play my game.
But
Creed
you
of
missed
your
several
own,
heists
eh?
So far.
To keep the peace, yes. I forbid all gambling upon the deck, for instance, for it leads to more conflict than camaraderie. Desertion during battle is forbidden. And I require that all men keep their pieces and cutlasses clean and fit for service at all times.
Sensible.
And punishable by death if disobeyed.
Well, that's a step further than I'd go. Look at this place.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Aye. It's like something out of a fairy tale, or one of them old poems.
There were many stories about this place once. Tales that turned into rumors and again into legend. The inevitable process of facts becoming fictions before fading away entirely.
More blood vials.
Yes, these cubes contain the blood of an old and ancient people. A wonderful race in their time.
The more you talk, man, the less I understand.
I don't expect you to. Only remember this. The blood in those files is not worth a single real to anyone. It may be again one day, but not in this epoch. Here we are.
How long was an epoch?
What's that noise?
Somebody know?
Do what?
How long is an epoch?
Ah, yes.
Huh?
The security measure.
Epoch.
Just a moment.
Oh, an epic? An epoch?
Yeah.
That
I
it
don't
can
know.
vary.
So, what is this place?
Think of it as a large spyglass, such as we sailors carry. A device capable of seeing great
You should know
distances.
how long that is, Togar. You've lived through one.
I said it can vary.
This is bloody...
Oh, so you don't deny that you've lived through one.
This is Mr. Jack Rackham, somewhere in the world at this moment.
NASA. Well, this is happening right now. We're seeing through his eyes.
Aye.
I don't know, Jim. I haven't the faintest idea how to
What
pilot
does it
a
vary
ship.
between them?
That ain't work a woman does.
Well, it depends. It's usually like
a
a
score of ladies
period
who
of
can reef
time.
a sail and spin a
from,
capstan.
like, let's say,
And would you teach me to fight?
life began
With a
on
compass?
land
And maybe have a
to
pistol?
getting more complex form to
All that and
reptiles.
more.
That
But you
may
have
be
to
an
want
epic
it and work
epoch.
for it. There's no
Oh,
shame
okay,
in
so it's
true
more like
success.
kind of based not on a certain number of years, but from one event to another, like
Yeah.
one major event to another.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like an era, but not, but longer.
Kind
than
of like
an
an
era.
Air's, I think,
Well, that's
is
the last thing you should be calling me.
larger in scale. Epic's a little smaller.
Oh, is that right, is it?
But I'm not positive on that.
But it's kind of a similar idea, though. They're
curious
based on a
bunch. Let's
certain
try another.
you know,
Governor Woods
like
Rock.
era, yeah, like you said, is more broadened, but may not be as long as an epoch or an epoch. But yeah, I mean that gives you kind of the general idea, though, basically. Or epoch. How's it pronounced? Epoch?
You have a bold idea, but I must think it carefully through.
A simple pledge of loyalty is all you need suggest to the House of Commons. An oath, a gesture, and a simple ceremonial dram of blood taken from the finger. That's all.
The ministers may give me trouble, but it should be easy enough to convince the House of Lords. They do adore an excess of pomp and circumstance.
Exactly. Tell them it's a show of fealty to the king against those revolting Jacobites.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, these Templars.
The crucial detail is the blood. You must get a sample from each man. We want to be ready when we find the observatory.
Agreed.
There you go. You lived through an epoch too, I think, Tech.
A precious tool, you see.
A period of time in history.
Sorcery,
or
that's
a
what
person's
it is.
life.
Not so. Every
So
mechanism
your
that
life
gives
could
this
be an
device
epoch.
its light is a true and physical thing.
So everybody's kind of lived through an
Ancient,
epoch
yes.
then.
Yes, I guess it's a significant period of time marked by notable events or particular characteristics. At least according to dictionary. Beginning of a
There was
distinctive
nothing
period
in
in
my code
the
about
history of
loyalty,
someone or
boy.
something.
You played your role, but our partnership is done. You're a dead man, Roberts.
Alright, let's find a way out of this hole so we can go kill Roberts.
So like, you know, like you have the Mesozoic era, right? In the Mesozoic era, you have what? Jurassic, Triassic, I think there's one other. I think those are epochs, right?
I have no idea. That's why I was asking you guys.
But in time of the Earth, that's, you know, the expanse of time. So here, the age of reptiles.
Shut up, dog.
Shut up!
God damn it. Not in my ear.
I thought I went push to talk. I'm sorry.
How rude.
Casting push to talk. Okay, it's not working.
How
Okay.
rude.
Well, push to talk for some reason doesn't work while I'm playing the game, but I can mute myself if I need to.
Stages, the Jurassic, Triassic, epochs.
Are you still looking up epochs?
Something like that. They're a non-defined. They're basically periods of time defined by significant events or characteristics, but that's how you also describe eras too.
Yeah. So so basically the same as an era, basically.
Kind of. Era falls under it. Epochs fall into smaller time periods than eras, I guess.
Like an era being like the Middle Ages, but an epoch being like the time of the Crusades.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Or something like that. And sometimes they can be interchanged with each other too. It looks like.
Ah!
You also hear the Cretaceous era, Mesozoic era.
I missed another heist? Or no, that's the same heist. Okay.
Roberts! Oh, your jackdaw's flown, Edward. Eh? That's the beauty of a democracy. The many outvote the one. Oh, you could sail with me, but with a temper as hot as yours, I fear you'd burn us all to cinders. Luckily, I know the king's bounty on your head is a large one, and I intend to collect. Have you ever seen the inside of a Jamaican? Boy?
Just got out of the shower. Welcome back. Tech is paranoid about missing more heists. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess kind of, aren't I?
It's gonna jerk me out in it. Damn it! Uh-oh. Are we feeling sick? Bleeding effect. This isn't...
Hello? How are you? If you're anxious, that'll pass.
Everybody in the
It's the midazolam. I'm sorry about this, but we've had so many security breaches, we were forced to take drastic action, and Olivier is missing. He left for Chicago 2 days ago, but no one's seen him since.
Okay, Olivier's missing, but he got killed by Aiden Pierce
We
in
have an
Watch Dogs.
obligation to our shareholders. Rest assured, we will compensate you when the hacker is found. So get some rest, okay?
And you said Aiden Pierce is a
And
character in Assassin's Creed also?
Capture some more footage. You're doing amazing work. I can't wait
No,
to show
he
you
just
the
killed
work
a
we've been doing
character
with your
from
stuff.
Assassin's Creed from, like, the present day.
Right.
One of the present day characters.
So, they tossed you in the bunker. Nice.
Why
Those
would they do
Templars
that?
upstairs aren't taking any chances. I think we need to erase all the dirt they might have on you.
Do you remember that mission? Yeah.
Did you hear that? I think I just gave you level 3 security clearance. Now, head to the security room and use the cameras to watch the door to the server farm. Unfortunately, Melanie's in there now. So when I escort her out, that's when you make your move. I'd wipe these servers myself, but as the head of IT, I'd be a suspect. It has to be someone they've
Kill that
already
guy.
locked up.
You didn't kill that guy.
Ah, these Templars. They run our lives, you know. They decide elections, they control various capital markets, and they inject us with little microchips to track our movements and read our thoughts. It's all very scary.
And they never find them killing anybody.
Noble of birth, noble in action, Robert de Seville rose to serve as the Grand Master of Templar Order in 1191. His tenure was short, but his impact was great. Fighting alongside Richard the Lionheart, he laid siege to Acre and broke Saladin's ranks. Dodged by assassins throughout his tenure, he was ultimately martyred by one such nameless Malefactor. What nameless? He was killed by Altair. Anyway. I thought that said nipples for a minute. I was like, what? Cord breach nipples. What the hell are you talking about? But I see. GG.
How come you don't assassinate the guy in the chair?
Alright, listen, I'm entering the server room now. When you see us leave, get in there.
Because he's just a dude like me.
So?
Dude,
you might have something on
told her wanting to kill everybody.
It's not like you weren't killing other people.
You take that back, mister. I ain't killed nobody. What proof?
Your ancestor.
What proof do you have? Hey.
There's no need for you to be down here by yourself, Miss LeMay. My team will handle the investigation.
But you need an extra set of eyes on this thing, John. We don't even know when the hackers broke in. It could take weeks to go through this data.
One, at most.
Still too long. I can't keep my team locked up for a week.
Legally you can. It's what they signed up for, even if they didn't read their contracts.
Yes, of course. I just hate the idea. So what's the next step?
My team is processing the data now. We'll start sifting through it tonight. Scout's honor. Coffee's on me, okay?
You didn't read your contract?
No. Alright, we gotta go hack the cloud server so that Minerva can break out again.
What do you want her to break out for?
I don't know. I don't know what she does.
Alright. I ditched her at the coffee stand. Find a server containing the network log. I have a record of each and every one of your hacks. We'll just search for the timestamps on those and turn that data into something harmless. Easy as that. Here we are. Beautiful. I'll update your communicator one more time. A little program I cooked up just for this purpose. There we go. I think that worked. Try it out.
All right.
What? That's not the right number? Not right target?
Initiate remote hacking. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What happens if you hit the red?
Huh?
Oh, blow up.
Yeah. Yes. I'm so retarded.
Oh, heist time.
Jeez.
Man, it doesn't look that hard, Stando.
All right, you do it.
I would if I could.
It's a timing thing.
Let's make it go slower.
Huh?
Yeah, Stan does do that. Gets impatient, rushes, and
I do.
Messes things up, and then makes it harder on himself. Of course, I've done that myself too. I do that sometimes. I get like, oh, I just want to get this done. Blah, 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 try to Rambo it, and then.
Oh God, you're so freaking close.
Sometimes though, like I think I'm tapping the L thing, and it's in hold. The left stick. I need a new controller. That is for show.
You gonna get it done sometime today?
Shut up.
Just wondering.
Dude, why did I do that?
Right into a solid wall. The thing was totally solid. You go, oh, man. God.
Calm down, Togar. It's just a game.
Just saying.
It's just a game, buddy. Red equals good, obviously. I know, right? Tell him. Tell him. Pirates of Nightmares internal context video.
All right. That took back the number 2 spot.
Look, it's Minerva.
Feel you, Cypher. Feel, but hardly touch. Signal is still too weak, and I am spread thin. Unfocused, like static and fog. Lingering in networks and nodes, the nervous system of the world.
Can you hear?
Perhaps the temple was opened too soon. But this was not by choice. The cataclysm pushed all doubt aside. We bless poor Desmond, who gave his life so that you, the children of our labors, would live on, to fulfill your purpose and ours.
What's so important about this pirate anyway?
Now is not the time. My strength is not sufficient to inhabit an organic vessel. There is more work to do, more samples to acquire, more artifacts to find before my will can attain.
What's happening? Tell me!
Make me whole again, my children, my instruments. Bring me forth to fulfill your purpose.
Tell me! No, no, no! Something's wrong! God damn it! She should be here! Now! Living in that goddamn head of yours! Fuck, 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 fuck! Why did she spare you? Why are you still here?
I think he wanted to kill me.
The pirate does?
No, that guy. But anyway, the pirate's important because they go through these ancestral memories so that they can locate the artifacts of Eden. That's kind of like the whole purpose of going back. Because possessing an artifact in Eden, you know, gets you one step closer to world domination. The assassins want them to stay hidden.
You know,
The Templars want to use them.
Not all it's cracked up to be.
World domination.
A lot of freaking paperwork. I'm telling you.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like why do these people want world domination? Yeah, when
A lot of work, little reward, and everybody hates you.
I think either that or they just like, well, I'll just have everybody else do the hard part. I just want the luxury of ruling the world and being able to do whatever I want whenever I want.
Yeah, but everybody complains to you. Oh,
I just want to get back in that animus.
So you don't let them know you're in charge. You put some puppet in charge.
I ruled the world once. It wasn't for me. Nice.
You're wanting to fight me, huh?
The charges, sir, are not here them again.
My lord.
All right.
His Majesty's court contends that the defendants,
All right, let's fight.
Mary Reed
Yeah,
and
let me
Anne
mute
Bonny
them.
did piratically, feloniously, and in an hostile manner attack, engage, and take 7 certain fishing boats. Secondly, this court contends that the defendants lurked upon the high seas and did set upon, shoot at, and take 2 certain merchant sloops, thus putting the captains and their crews in corporeal fear of their lives.
Edward James Kenway, born of motley parentage in Swansea, to an English father and Welsh mother. Married at 18 to Miss Caroline Scott, now estranged.
She's a beautiful woman, I am told, but not at all well these days.
If you touch her, you bastards, I'll...
Quite a surprise finding you here rotting in a Jamaican prison. We heard rumors that you had taken up with the pirate Roberts.
If you know the observatory's location, tell us now, and you'll be out of here in a flash.
Rogers can hold these British hounds at bay, for a time. But this will be your fate if you fail to cooperate.
You, Mary Reed and Anne Bonny, are to go from hence to the place from whence you came, and from thence to the place of execution, where you shall be severally hanged by the neck, till you are severally dead, dead, dead!
Oh, Ross!
May God in his infinite mercy be merciful to each of your souls!
We're pregnant! Do you all hear that?
What the devil did she say?
They plead their bellies, my lord.
Aye, you can't hang a woman quick with child, can ye?
Quiet! Quiet! If what you claim is true, then your executions will be stayed, but only until your terms are up!
Then I'll be up the duff the next time you come knocking!
Remove them!
This is when I do to my babes. Oh.
What's your name? Pillock? Kenmore? Conway?
It's Walpole, ain't it?
Walpole? Where'd you get that?
Well, that's the rumour going round. As dirty and daft a pirate as ever sailed these West Indies.
Well, whatever his name, gotta make sure he suffers without dying. Orders from the governor. And back to the prisons at sundown.
And massage his feet if he's aching, shall I?
Oi! Jeez. Oi! Stop that! A shit detail as ever was.
Oi! Stop you twaddle!
Oi! Quiet, you! Hey! Hey! Stop you twaddle! Quiet, you!
Dolly, dolly.
Good morning, Captain Kenway.
How'd you
I
get
have a
captured?
gift for you.
What?
When did you get captured?
Do not mistake my purpose here.
Roberts turned on me at the observatory.
You owe me nothing.
Why did he turn on you?
Because he's a
But if
shit
you will lend
bastard.
me your aid, I can promise
Pirate.
you safe passage from
Right.
this place. I'll need weapons.
Damn pirates.
You are comfortable with this, I am told. We must hurry.
Never, ever trust the Dread Pirate, Robert.
right.
Hey, someone freed you.
Yep.
How'd you get a blowgun?
He gave me the hidden blade and a blowgun.
Oh. I mean, if I was the governor of this freaking fort, I'd be telling remove all the freaking hay bales.
Right.
I'd be going, I don't know what's happening with those hay bales, but man, they're freaking swallowing all my men up. Also, burn all the freaking vegetation because it's freaking man eating vegetation too. Shit. Oh, you can't drag them into the bushes?
Hey! Get out here, you skulker!
What?
Nope, I think somebody saw you. Yeah, you got damn bushes again. Now, how come you don't take these guys as swords?
Done for. Fresh, too.
Raise the alarm!
Really? Let's just stand on top of the stupid hay bale.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I'll never see you do that.
What do you mean? He didn't see you running in those freaking bushes.
Nope, apparently not.
He was looking the other way. Picking his nose or something.
Intrusion!
I admit, I understand why those bushes are nice and lush. They're getting a lot of fertilizer.
Hey.
Character I'm playing says, I always finish what I start.
Oh, that's a lie. You're not gonna free the other prisoners? What about Anne and Mary?
I'm working on it there, dude.
Huh?
Working on it.
Obey me, the death bastard.
Dude, it works from one-man army.
We've lost the bastard!
guess that was a little too far.
Stand where you are.
This won't last long.
Using those berserk darts, huh?
Yep. That's the idea. See, Togar, I'm awesome.
Oh, you free, Mary?
Not yet, but I'm on my way. I got to the prison.
Well, you haven't freedom yet.
Well, I'm going to go smoke and stuff, and I'll be right back.
Let's visit some old friends. You gonna visit some old friends?
I'll be right back.
Wait, where you going? Let's visit some old friends. Doesn't say go out and smoke. That must be a secret optional objective. That's when you should be doing your work, is during the freaking day when nobody's on. So when it comes
I need
6 o'clock. You can be here.
I need entertainment to distract me.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving, by the way?
Yeah. How was yours?
It was okay. I mean,
I had lots of food. Lots of food.
Any leftovers?
Yeah. Kids getting used to it, which is fine.
What did you get? Try new food. Make the kids eat all the leftovers. You go out and do something special.
Well, no, I'm pretty much, whenever I eat leftovers food. My stomach's been bothering me the last couple of
my
days,
stomach.
although it's feeling better now. Why is it every time the heist happens, I'm in a cutscene?
Sharkfish trying to get a team together. Or he's heisting 1,000.
Oh, hey, I'm number one because he hosted. That's because he heisted 1,000. If he wins, that will put him. He'll be in 2,000. Guess I'm heisting 1,000 also. That makes Tilgar number one.
Oh, better get back in here. No longer 5 minutes. Take to think something gone for 20.
Gone for 10.
Whatever.
I timed it. How did my 15 seconds of number one feel? Hey, I used to be number one for months. Months back in the old days. I was number one forever. Nobody could touch me. Just like remember when you were number one, Sharkbait, nobody could touch you for the last reset. I always resented Stan taking that away from me. That's why I troll him all the time now. Not really. I just troll him because it's fun.
Hey, I gave it back. It's not my fault you weren't here for a year.
I know, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I still made it into the top 10 though, and close to number one. Oh boy. Oh, me and Sharkbait, of course, are the ones that win.
You guys sold me out. I complain.
Did you join the heist, Tilgar?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh no,
I got
now you're
sold
number
out.
6. Shark bait's number 1 and I'm number 2.
I got sold out.
I'm
Damn,
C-Day.
that's not fair.
Thank you for the follow.
I got sold out.
Shark bait's only ahead of me by 570
I'm
tokens.
gonna take away the tokens you get from me.
Belly was like, I only had 50, now I got none.
Tokens are worthless anyway.
What tech doing? Math? That's a new one. What? I always tell my kids how important math is. Math is very important.
You're not saying that you don't think math is important, you just say you don't do it.
I have to do math in my job. There's math
So you're not
involved
very
in
good at your
programming.
job, is that what you're saying?
Whatever, I am good at my job.
Stop there, you! Lagging! Keep at it, boys!
You didn't see that hay there? Oh, there you go. How come you don't stab him with a sword?
What?
Why don't you use your sword?
I don't have a sword.
How come you don't pick up a sword from all these people you've killed? Oh, it's like those guns. The sword only operates if you, by palm prints. So you're going to have to write palm
Wind had
prints.
been discovered and brought here. Didn't hear what happened after though.
I thought we killed Vane.
Best of luck to you, mate.
Doesn't look bad.
Oh, he doesn't look
I
that
wish
way.
we parted as friends.
You not come free him?
No.
You're gonna let him rot in jail.
The dude went crazy.
Well, does he deserve to rot in jail?
Yes.
I don't think so. Did you deserve to rot in jail?
Probably. That drives me crazy, Stan, that your bot has to repeat everything twice.
That who has to?
Like it's,
What?
Your bot. It's a stuttering bot. It's like, we gotta find a way to fix that.
Break the sword!
Mary! Mary, it's me, Edward.
There's Mary. Where's Anne Bonny?
Who's this fella?
It's all right, Anne. He's a friend. What's wrong with Mary?
She's ill.
And her child?
They took her. No idea where.
I know it pains, my lady, but we must be silent. Can you walk? Lean on me, Mary. Come on. I can't. Search every cell. Come on,
Why are
that's
they
it.
hurting?
They took her baby.
You're all right.
It's been 9 months already?
Took her meat prematurely too, I'm sure.
Stop.
Don't stop. Keep on going.
There's no one here!
I didn't even know it.
Where's Calico Jack?
Put me down, Edward.
Or did they already hang Calico Jack?
Hang who?
Calico Jack.
Don't die on my account.
I don't think Calico Jack's in this game, baby.
Such a pain in the ass.
Oh, you have Mary Reed and Anne Bonny who are totally associated with Jack Reed.
You should have been the one.
Not in the freaking game.
I've done my part. Will you?
They served as his on his crew.
If you came with me, I could.
You gotta have Jack Rackham in there. Calico Jack.
Oh, they do have Jack Rackham in here.
Okay. Did they already hang him?
No, I'm going to end up killing him. He's not a cool dude. That's the dude that stole my ship and left me marooned with Vane on the island. Mary and Anne brought the ship back to me. They took it back with Aladali.
I don't remember. I thought Jack swung from the yard on him. Don't play your wedding like that. Oh, just doing a merry little stroll through the village here. Oh, there's a guy. Someone finally saw you.
I think if I took a different route, I wouldn't have got seen at all.
I still think you're kind of stupid. You can't pick up one of those freaking swords. I mean, how hard is it for you to pick up a sword?
I can, Tilgar. I just haven't. I got my hidden blades. It's all I need.
You don't need a sword?
Nope.
You're a pirate. You need a sword.
I'll get it back. Don't worry.
What's happened to
Pirate
Mary?
without a freaking sword.
What's wrong?
Is she gone?
Pirate without a sword.
Oh no. Oh God!
What will you do now? Nothing sensible.
Yeah, he's got all my gear.
You haven't earned this, but they suit you.
Mary die?
Yep.
Good fortune to you, Edward Kenway.
That's the end of James Kidd.
Captain Kidd.
Yep. And the end, well, James Kidd and then Mary, the same person.
Who?
Mary Reed and James Kidd are the same person.
In the game?
Yep.
Who's Mary Reed?
She was an infamous pirate back in the 18th century.
Is she a real person or made up
Yeah,
for the
she's a real
game?
person.
Her and Anne Bonny served with Jack Rackham.
No,
Calico
in real
Jack.
life?
You also
In
saw
real life,
her-
is she also in real life is she Captain Kidd?
I don't know. No.
Bring a bottle. I teach him color first.
She probably posted herself as the man. It's possible. It's
No,
possible.
her and Anne posed as men when they were going pirate.
Will this do?
I'm sure it's at one point.
In all your years out here,
But what identity
you could
they
never
used, I don't
achieve
know.
what I've done in 1/5 the time. Because you're a good man, Edward, see?
So obvious it was a she.
Goodness is your disease.
That's my prize,
Wait, what now?
Give it here!
So this Mary, whatever her
Remember
last
my
name
creed,
was,
boy?
it was actually
Short life
Captain
for
Kidd
a
in
merry
real life.
one, that is all.
No, they probably they real life postured as
So
men.
take
We
what
don't know
you
what their
will,
identities
and
were.
then die before you live to see yourself made a
So
fool.
she did. She was Captain Kidd. Is what you're saying?
Take it.
I'll sweeten you, maggot. I'll cut you down!
I don't know what their
Or is that
aliases
just
were.
in the game? Or is that just in the game?
In real life, we don't know what their aliases were when they postured as men.
Ah, I got you. Okay. So in the game, they're just saying that she was Captain Kidd.
And slink back to your
Well, not the captain.
Not the Captain Kidd, the son of the Captain Kidd.
Robert!
Well,
Here,
I'll find out whenever I'll find out whenever I play the game anyway.
Database. Animus database. People. Calico Jack Rackham. We're looking for Mary Read. There we go. Of all the infamous West Indies pirates, Mary Read stands out as one of the most mysterious and inscrutable. No one is sure when she was born, with most speculation ranging over almost a decade, between 1685 and 1695. According to Charles Johnson, a frequently unreliable source, Mother began dressing Mary in boys' clothes from a very early age, with the hope of passing her off as another man's son. No, not sure how this will play with average audiences. Have we ever done a market survey on crossdressers? In her teens, Mary evidently harnessed her skill for disguise to secure a job aboard a ship. Taken to the sea, she worked her way forward until she found a position in the British Navy. Still disguised as a man, she saw action in battle, though owing to the conflicting reports of her birth, we cannot be certain of the battle. It was during these skirmishes that Mary met her first husband, so the author of General History of Pirates claim, a Flemish soldier who had eventually fought beside her. But this union was not fated to remain intact, as Mary's husband was killed soon after their marriage. With few reasons to remain in Europe, Mary sailed for the West Indies. It is unclear what transpired in the years following, but it is almost certain that she resumed the practice of dressing as a man. We also assume Mary continued working aboard ships, improving her skills as a sailor and swordsman. By 1715 or 1716, it was likely she had visited her fellow sailors in Nassau, though perhaps not for the same reasons. Official records of her activities do not appear until around 1720. A ship she had been sailing on was taken by pirates, who were subsequently arrested. In order to avoid a swift execution by Governor Rogers in Nassau, Mary took to the king's pardon, and there she settled. Whether or not this was a front for more secretive activity is hard to say. It was at this time, however, that Mary met and befriended the much younger Anne Bonny. The two became close friends, as Anne reportedly saw through Mary's disguise rather quickly. Unfortunately, Anne's beau, Jack Rackham, did not, and Mary was compelled to reveal herself as a woman to avoid a pointless altercation. According to recently unearthed documents, we know that some of the governor's Rogers administrators were eventually made aware of Mary's status as a woman, likely on account of Rackham's big mouth. In any event, Mary Ann and Jack did not hang around Nassau for much longer after their meeting. At some point in the late summer of 1720, the trio raised a small crew and stole a schooner docked in Nassau's harbor. For 3 months, they pirated and pillaged, with Anne and Mary taking the lead wherever the self-appointed Captain Rackham was indisposed from drink. Unfortunately for all, Rackham's incompetence also landed them in more trouble than they could handle, and in October 1720, their ship was set upon by the British. According to reports, only Anne, Mary, and one unnamed young man were fit enough to resist, and resist they did. Miraculously, only the young man died in the ensuing fight. Anne and Mary were arrested, as were Jack Rackham and the rest of his crew, after they awoke from their drunken stupors below deck. Then, taken to Kingston for trial, their executioners were stayed after the women announced that they were many months pregnant. Mary languished in jail until her term was up. Unfortunately, just days after giving birth, she died of a severe illness or infection, likely caused by the terribly unsanitary conditions of her captivity. It is not known what happened to Mary's child. So there you go. And does it not have Kidd in here anymore? It doesn't have James Kidd in here anymore. In the database anymore. It has Anne Bonny. Do you want me to read Anne Bonny?
Do you want to?
Sure. Hey, what's up, Vikings? How you doing, buddy?
I'm only halfway paying attention, though, because I'm playing the game.
Anne was barely a teen when she left her native Cork in Ireland for the British colonies, and by 16, she was en route to the West Indies at sight of her new husband, Mr. Jack Bonny, a gentle but sturdy young man in his early 20s. The pair arrived in Nassau in April of 1716, settling down with an unclear idea of what shape their lives might take. Jack eventually found work on one of the small plantations there, while Anne cultivated her ability to loaf and daydream. Fortunately, her beauty, aloofness, and her incredible indifference to propriety made her the object of more romantic attention than she had ever known or cared for. Within a year of arriving in Nassau, the Bonnies' marriage was in shambles, a union only a name. While Jack disappeared further into his work, Anne grew more confident and sociable, eventually taking a job as a barmaid at the popular Old Avery Tavern in the center of Nassau. And though she took on a few lovers in the next few years, it was mostly out of envy and spite that the rabble of Nassau branded Anne as a harlot and a tease. But with no high society to shun or shame her, Anne's desirability only increased on the strength of these rumors.
Strumpet.
Yeah. So there you go.
Welcome aboard, Kenway. It's prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead. Are you game?
Out of my way, Ben.
Raise a glass to freedom, lads. Here's to gentlemen of fortune and women of leisure.
To a world full of rogues, better than all the kings and queens that kick us about.
As gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. What man with a sensible mind would choose the former life? For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man!
He controls the weather or something?
I think Kenway is hallucinating here.
Some bodies and sharks. Gonna ride one of the sharks up to the surface?
Of an eagle soaring high above a shepherd's field could swoop down on powerful wings to seize grazing lamb and carry off to her nest. Lying close by, a jackdaw saw the deed, and it filled his head with the idea that he too was just as strong and capable. So, with a great flapping and rustling of feathers, The jackdaw came down swiftly and clutched at the coat of a large ram. But when he tried to fly away, he found he could not lift the animal, for his size and strength were not up to the task. And even as the jackdaw struggled, the ram hardly noticed he was there. Nearby, just across the field, a shepherd saw the fluttering bird and was quite amused. Running up, he captured the jackdaw and clipped its wings. That evening, he gave the jackdaw to his gift. What an odd little bird this is, Father. He's our This is a jackdaw, Father. But if you should ask...
No more than 2 years! You promised me!
You left! When I needed you the most!
But you had me! What keeps you wondering? Do I not make you happy?
I'm so close, Caroline! Please! Just let me do this!
Is everything you do out of spite, Edward?
It's not spite that's driving me, Mary! It's courage!
Courage for what, man? There's no one left in your life to care.
God damn you all! I can handle this!
Lout! Always tearing down when you could be building things up, or building yourself up if nothing else.
Just leave me be!
Change your course, Edward! Change your bloody course before it's too late!
How's Vikings doing, by the way? Hope you're doing good.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Did they lose? No, they're winning.
Hey, Vikings, what's up?
Oh, I'm talking about Minnesota Vikings, man.
You just now saw his chat from 5 minutes ago?
No, I said hi to him when he...
Captain Kenway! You look like a bowl of plum duff. Christ!
I saw the chat, but I didn't realize it was him at first.
On your feet.
Until just now.
Please don't know.
Because the red color of his name.
Put me on the
thought it
spot,
was somebody
Daddy.
else, because I didn't really look at the name. I just looked at the message.
And I've hard feelings about seeing you here. But mostly I'm bloody glad.
Me too, brother. And you'll be tough to know your jackdaw is still in one piece.
So we set sail. You're leaving.
Aye, Edward. But I have another calling elsewhere.
Ade, listen.
When your heart and your head are ready, visit the assassins. I think you'll understand then.
Ah, Ada Ali is leaving us.
Why is he leaving you?
Said he had a calling elsewhere. He said he had a calling elsewhere. He said, when I have time, visit the assassins, and he'll thinks I'll understand what he means. Bam. All right, let's get out of Kingston. Return to the ship.
Why do you want to return to the ship? What has the ship been for you?
We're going out to sea there, Tilgar.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go out to sea too.
Do what, Tilgar?
They captured you. They didn't take a ship.
No, man. My crew kept it safe for me.
Why would you keep it safe for you?
Because they love me, man. They got mad respect for the captain.
You hid all the treasure, didn't you?
No. I'm gonna fast travel. I'm ready to get this game over so we move on to Red Dead. We'll probably play Assassin's Creed. We'll probably play Black Flag tomorrow. But
I thought you were like about done.
I thought so too.
You've played this before, haven't you?
Yeah. Try not to, Toger. Red Dead 2. I'm sorry, Toger. Red Dead Redemption 2.
You're not giving people time to finish it? Well, I guess it's been out for a while.
It's been out long enough.
It's been out since the beginning of October. Been out for almost 2 months.
Of course, I don't have it yet, so Stan's
Damage
gonna
you caused
spoil it
6 years
for
ago
me.
has not been undone.
You can't do it till.
Jake, did you play the first one?
Not yet.
Why you're here?
But I want to.
The fight beside
Did
a
you
man
plan on
so
playing the second
driven
one?
by personal gain and glory is a
I'd
hard
like to,
thing.
yeah.
And I have come to feel the assassins and their creed a more honorable.
We don't always get to do what we want to do.
Have I been unfair?
No. For years I've been rushing around, taking whatever I fancied, not giving a tinker's curse for those
So
I
you're
hurt.
gonna wait till tech finishes.
Yet here I am,
No.
with riches,
You're not.
reputation, feeling no wiser than
Can't wait for it to come out on
I've
PC.
seen it.
And when I turn around, look at the course I've
No,
run, there's not a man or woman that I love left standing beside me.
There is time to make amends, Captain.
Mary. Before she died, she asked me to do good by her. Sort out the mess I made. Can you help me?
Mary was fond of you, Edward.
Will he be waiting a long
She saw
time?
something in your bearing that gave her hope you might one day fight with us.
Aye.
Well, good friend would wait.
And what do you think of our creed?
That's right, Togar. Our
hard
good
to
friend
say.
would
I
wait.
tell you what, I'm going
If
to.
nothing is true, then why believe anything? And if everything is permitted,
That's how I am.
why not chase every
Well.
desire?
That's really cool of you.
It might be that this idea is only the beginning of wisdom, not its final form.
That's quite a step up from the Edward I met here many years ago. So what do you think?
It'll take some getting used to.
The second attack this month, I should have moved this village long ago.
I brought all this upon you years ago, but I will stand by you now.
It will take more than a few favors to call yourself a true assassin, Edward.
One thing at a time, mate.
Rope darts. Rope darts.
What do you need rope darts for?
Only once more. Come.
To the beach!
Stay close, Edward. Follow my lead.
Podría darle entre las cejas. Parando como sea.
You're not going to help him?
¡Sal del arbusto! ¡Venceremos a esos gusanos! ¡Reculad! Acorralando gusanos. ¡Mantenedlo rodeado!
Hell yeah! So the Vikings beating the pack.
Yeah, Vikings are beating the pack.
Put the fear ahead, brother. Merciful kills are all they deserve.
Hang on.
Kill this captain, dude. Oh shit. Oh shit. Because I can. Oh shit. Adios. It's alright, I got it. I got it.
Jan Numuk Awol Yetel Abishan. And once more you have our thanks, Edward. You are welcome here.
Thank you, sir. I'll rest here for a time before setting up. How's her child?
She is a strong woman, but not invincible.
I wonder if they got the same infection.
I'm sorry for your loss.
If I'd stayed in prison, they'd have taken him from me.
Garrett's here!
I'd not be alive.
It's Garrett!
Maybe this is God's way of saying I'm not fit to be a mother yet. Carrying on like I do. Cursing, drinking, fighting.
You are a fighter, aye. In prison, I heard stories of the infamous Anne Bonny and Mary Reed taking on the King's Navy together. Just the pair of you.
It's not true. Anne would have won that day if Jack and his lads weren't passed out in the hold from drink. Everyone's gone, aren't they? Mary, Rackham, Touch. Where's the rest? I miss them so. Rough as they were. Do you feel that too? All empty inside?
I do. Devil curse me.
So I think Rackham died by hanging. Might not be killing him after all.
Jack hung from the yard on the docks.
I know my targets by sight well enough. How will I find them?
We have spies and informants in every city. Visit our bureaus and the assassins there will guide you.
That fixes Torres and Rogers. Bartholomew Roberts will be near any city. Might take months to find him.
Or years. But you're a man of talent and quality, Captain Kenway. I believe you will find him.
And if you're at a loss, don't be afraid to call on your quartermaster for aid.
Quartermaster! What's our present course?
Due west, Captain, if it's still Kingston we're sailing for.
It is indeed, Miss Bond. I'll call it out.
Weigh anchor and let fall the courses, lads. We're sailing for Jamaica.
How does it feel? So loud.
I've barked louder, and to meant twice as rough.
Tending bar at the old Avery, you mean?
Among other places. And I sailed with Mary and Rackham for a time, remember?
Of course.
Mary did most of the captaining, Jack did most of the drinking.
Did Mary... Did she ever tell you who it was that fathered her child?
It was a young fella. He sailed with us on that last voyage. Poor lad was killed fighting beside us. The only man not too drunk to stand up for himself.
There was so much about her I didn't know. I called her a friend. But was I one in return?
She got the world of you, Edward. No worries about that.
Well, that's good to hear.
Alright, guys. I think we hit this back up tomorrow and finish it definitely tomorrow. Definitely finish this tomorrow. I don't know that we'll do all of the extra stuff like these legendary ships, but we'll definitely finish the main quest tomorrow. Maybe do a little bit of other side quests left until we finish out our time tomorrow. But and then try to hit Red Dead 2 on Tuesday. I say tomorrow, if things don't get delayed at work tomorrow, because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. It depends on how long I'm there, because I don't know on a day-to-day how long I'm going to be at work anymore. Plan on 8 hours. But you know, sometimes shit don't get done, and it needs to be done, so selling back into Kingston. Real quick. Alright, guys. That being said, let's do this giveaway thing. Alright. First of all, let's start off by well, let's get us some music up. Here we go. Let's give y'all 100 tokens. Remember, I don't have the code on me, but I'll get it on my way home from work tomorrow. There we go. Need 100 tokens to enter. That'll give you guys at least one ticket. Remember, you can enter up to 3 times. Ooh. Good luck. Here are the people that are entered right now. We got the Goat Gamer, the Raging Sins, Golden Knight 01, Quiet Like a Fire, Tech Gladiator, Della Manjo, Sharp Bait 201, and Friendly Prussian. I haven't said your name. Exclamation waffle to enter. We got Sir Hilarophile. Sorry, I just gave out the free ticket. Ugly Base God didn't register. He must have just showed up. Yeah, you'll have to get in next time, maybe. All right. Woot. Alright, want to close that giveaway. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries. Got 9 viewers. Sounds about right. Let's do it. Remember, subs don't have to be here. Let's pick a winner. Delamanjo. Delamanjo. Yep, really you, dude. Like I said, I'll send that code to you tomorrow when I pick it up on my way home and get you squared away and taken care of. Faux show. Telgar Tech, thank you guys for hanging out and being cool.
No problem. See you later, man.
Y'all have a good night. You're welcome, dude. Dude, there's a lot of people. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out and being so cool, and I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, okay? The winner don't come up on the stream chat no more. Why is that, Stan? That way, we turned it off in case the scammer won. They couldn't reply because they wouldn't know if they weren't watching the stream. Like, that's why. I can turn it back on though. It ain't no big deal. But that's why we turned it off, so that if it was just a name in chat, it wouldn't they had to be watching the stream to hear me call their name. That's why. Makes sense. Yep. You can pull up the pull screen on the stream. Yeah, that's true. I can do that too. You're absolutely right. Like, just have it like this, where it has the name up here or whatever. I can even make that bigger. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will try to be here tomorrow. Okay, guys. I'll definitely get the code for Delamanjo no matter what tomorrow, but hopefully I see the rest of you guys tomorrow as well. Till then, guys, you all have a good one. Love your faces. I'm gonna go to bed. Peace.